Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
I am definitely convinced.
What's going on? Hey.
Hey,
What up,
everybody.
y'all? What's going on?
I'm a little emotional. I miss y'all.
I miss you too. I missed you too. Mimi, get out of Messenger. I
miss
swear to
you,
God.
man.
I miss you.
I miss you, like.
I've missed you guys as well.
Oh my God.
Summer. And
With our broadcast.
Yeah, because it didn't even came up.
I see it, but we're paused.
Right.
Yeah, it's doing something crazy.
After these messages,
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
we'll be right back. I used to love that. You know,
Are we holding
Okay,
on?
yeah,
or
let's
what's up?
wait a minute because let's see what the hell is going on with this thing. I'm trying to wait for it to turn green, so I know that we're on and
Well,
connected. Okay, it's green now for so.
Okay, 'cause I'm like,
do we need to start
refresh
over
it.
or just?
No, I think we're good now. I think it was just a little connection glitch, but yeah, we green now. So yeah, we good.
So we're right
Refresh.
back. Hey, welcome back. The SheNanigans show. We've been MIA for a couple of weeks. We had Juneteenth and the 4th of July. Father's Day was on Juneteenth. That one holiday that no one cares about. We did that. And
You know what? I think they cared about it more this year
Yeah.
than last. I really do. Because
Everyone except the bitter baby mamas are the ones that care about it.
about Father's Day.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not a bitter baby mama.
Yes, you are. Go ahead.
I'm not a bitter baby. I'm absolutely not a bitter baby mama. I'm lucky. My son's father doing 15 to 30. Why should I be bitter? I don't have to
Because
share
you-
no responsibility.
Mimi
What
is the bitter
anybody?
baby mama.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Rewind the tape.
No, I'm not.
May 17, 2021.
I was.
Any woman who has a problem with us celebrating Father's Day is a bitter woman.
No, I
too.
don't have a problem.
June of
with
last
celebrating
year.
Father's Day.
June of last year. Bitter baby mama.
I'll tell
Roll
you
the tape.
this.
No, I'm just-
I'm not anymore.
Since when? Yesterday?
I'm not
She's
anymore.
grown. And we all have to grow. One day.
You have to.
One day you're bitter,
Yeah.
and then one day you're just not.
Yeah.
That's usually how my life works.
That's me.
I'm like an on-off switch. Like, if I get over it like that, or I carry it with me.
Yeah.
And
And let me say this. Probably about 10 years now? 20. Anyway, some years ago, I was diagnosed with something called fibromyalgia. And for those of you who know, that is consistent. It's chronic pain. So 24/7, I am in pain. And a lot of people think because, oh, she out there dancing and she, that she ain't in pain. I just learned to just work through my pain.
Absolutely.
I take what works that's not going to cause me an addiction. Because, I found out both my biological parents were addicts. That's in the DNA. You won't get me. Listen, I got enough with this here.
Right. It's
And those of y'all who know me know when I have had enough, I'm tired. I done tried to have a drink or something, and y'all look. I be at the club. Listen, I'm in my corner, Boogie on the stage doing this thing. This is what I'm doing.
knocked out.
But let me tell you, won't now one of them comedians say nothing about me being
Sleepy Kim.
No, because I work for that sleep.
Right.
They like, if you don't just go home and lay down, So, just to, it takes too much to be bitter. You know what I'm saying about anything. So I'm like that off and on switch, like you said. Like at that moment, I might be mad as fuck, and then I'm not. And then I'm not, cause it takes too much energy.
Too much.
And I don't have enough energy anyway because of the fibromyalgia.
Right.
So now I'm gonna overtire myself because you did something stupid, I'm good on you. You just, from day one, I've never.
It cost me my piece. It's too expensive.
Come on now.
What?
Even when I wasn't in a peaceful way, that I never took on. Like in real life, I don't even think child support is fair.
I definitely don't think child support is fair.
I don't. Unless you
I wish I had some.
one of
but
the
I don't think it's
celebrities.
fair.
I think the celebrities should have to pay child support because you had a child with this person and they're accustomed to a certain lifestyle. We broke, and you know the nigga that you gave the pussy to was broke too. And now you gonna do what? I'm gonna put this nigga on child support for what? What you gonna get?
So we can think about putting you in the
but
ground.
you know what? This
There's
is,
some
And then
baby
you say
daddies
you
that are
broke
not
ass
broke.
nigga. Yeah, cause
I mean,
your stupid ass.
you're right. There are some that's
There are
not.
some baby daddies that are not broke.
You are right, but
Right.
I always the only empathy,
They can't afford your lifestyle and
lifestyle.
theirs.
The only thing,
They cannot.
the
I'm
only
sorry.
time I have empathy for my son's father is because he had 4 children before we had King.
Okay.
When he went to prison the first time, he was defending his family, but she got a divorce and applied for child support while he was locked up. So when he got home, he had back support. And so
That's so
coming in, trying to integrate into society and pay child support, he just wasn't able to like support himself, like even
Right.
get a fucking candy bar. You know, it wasn't
Right.
even worth the check. So he started doing things to make money to try to support, and it landed him back into the system. So
That's
what I was
genuine.
thinking about with his dumb ass, like, you still gonna have to pay that child support. I never even applied for child support for King.
Right.
Because when we was
Me
together, we didn't have it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was coming out of I just told him, I just wanted to see him work, even if his check was $1.50, because I want a
That's it.
man who's gonna
Who's
put in
willing
some
to work.
effort.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to be laying around all day. Like, I'm with you, so I see the checks. I know what's going on.
Right.
But don't be a lazy nigga or I gotta go, which end up happening.
Right.
But I thought about it like, he's gonna probably do a flat 10, and them kids gonna be in their 30s. And he still gotta pay fucking child support. And he still probably won't find a fucking job because he's a convicted felon, over and over again. And it's an ongoing cycle. And it's something that, even though King doesn't understand, I speak to him about his decisions. Like, if something happened to me tomorrow, I want you to hear your mama's words when it comes to what you do with your penis.
Yeah.
Because a bitch will get you, and she, by law, have all right to, regardless of what I believe. Because everybody ain't your mama. Now, please, if I was getting an extra $700 a month, you know what I would. Y'all be like, how you do all that with $700? I'm like, bitch, I'm struggling.
Right,
But $700 will make my life
Okay.
easy because we live a frugal life anyway.
So,
Yeah.
so the average man makes what you think? Mark?
$2,000
working
a month.
at the plant.
$3,000 a month. Bring
Or
home.
better.
Cause ain't none of you motherfuckers fucking.
What?
Ain't none of you broke hoes fucking executives. So the plant
all-
workers,
the
the
line
plant
managers.
workers, right? No matter what plant, it don't even have to be one of the big them. No, it could be a plant. They make these here.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking with a plant worker,
Right.
right? How much you think they make a month? Mimi, I'm gonna ask you. What you think
you
they
know?
make a month?
Well over 5 or 6,000,
A
month?
month?
depending on what they do.
Bringing home.
Bringing
And
home.
if they doing after taxes.
We'll
I mean,
say
what-
2.
I say 4. I rounded off at 4.
So $1,000 a week.
Yeah.
You say about $1,000 a week.
Okay. So let's just say 4. And then I'm quite sure they drive a decent car.
Right.
Okay. gas about $12,000 a gallon now. It
No,
was,
no,
it was
King.
15.
I was gonna
it was
say it came down to
15,000.
9.
So it's about $12,000 a gallon now. But I'm quite sure they live somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what's
They gotta pay their way. They
right.
they
but
are.
but the system doesn't give a fuck about none of
But
that.
this I am fuck the system.
And then the
'Cause
woman
even
plays
with-
on
But that's what I'm
knowing
saying.
that the system don't give
And
a fuck
that's
about
who I'm
none of that.
talking to is the women who.
And that's
Oh,
how
I'm
they
finna
end
put
up
this
under the
motherfucker
Bel-Air
on
Bridge.
child support. Listen, when he was taking you to roof, Chris, he was budgeting that shit out. He has a life. He's got to live somewhere. He got to live like a bum because you want child support.
No, he has to live like a bum because he nutted into somebody who was gonna ask for child support. But I mean,
but when they
ultimately-
come with their representative, you don't know. I've met some women who I
but the
would
key
never do
thing
that.
is
I would
somebody
never do
else
that.
who's going to ask for the child support. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's somebody. The power is in your hands to control that, and that's some bullshit because they play that. They use that leverage for their advantage when they don't. It's
I
not
just feel like if
necessarily fair.
you that type of girl, sit the fuck down.
But I'll tell you this: when
Stop
I had,
opening your legs just in case.
but when I had King, I had to get on aid. So I initially became one of those females that we talk about. Like I got a man in the house, I'm getting aid. You know what I mean? And the state came after him. Like he has to pay for that birth. That's something that I cannot control.
There's a
I
way.
didn't ask for
you
any.
you actually can. There's a way around it.
Well, not putting his
I'll
name
tell
on
you
the birth
after the
certificate,
show.
but
Nope.
oh, okay, because I'm like,
There's a way around it, and if anyone at the sound of my voice would like to know that way, inbox me.
okay,
and I'll tell you.
and we'll talk about it
Well,
later.
I want to add. I want to say this. I'm not a bitter baby mama. I'm not the kind of baby's mother. I'm not a baby mama. I'm a baby mother because I'm a damn good mother.
That's what's up.
I will say that for myself. My daughter's father, I have never tried to keep my daughter away from him. I have never tried to, as much as possible, not to speak bad about him, to my daughter. Matter of fact, I tried to get them together and try to mend their fences and stuff. And the present situation is my daughter is really trying to spend time with her dad. And he's telling people she don't have time for me and da-da-da and I'm lonely. Well, his other daughter got engaged and they totally pushed my daughter out of the engagement, the picnic, the breakfast, the dinner, all of that. He didn't make time to pick her up. She asked him, well, Dad, can just me and you go to breakfast? And he was like, no, I don't have time for that.
He said that to her?
Yes.
I don't have time for that?
He said, I don't have time to have breakfast with you. I don't have time
Oh, okay.
for
I
that
thought
today.
you said he said
And
I don't have
then
time for that. Because
she
there's a
asked him-
difference.
She asked him, can you take me to the hill and can you time me running up and down the hill, sitting in the lawn chair? I don't have time. I can drop you off and then I can pick you back up. Right. But these are all situations where I want to
She's
spend time
attempting to
with
bond
you.
with him.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm trying to bond with you, and we went out of town, and he was supposed to give her some money, and he went all around the issue with it. And this is a man that has money. He retired at making $50 an hour, working for the state of Michigan in the prisons.
Am I allowed to
You know
ask
that ain't no money, right?
Listen.
$50 an hour?
I understand
Ain't no
what
money?
you're saying, but his pension.
How
and,
long ago
and
did
his,
he retire?
It's been
on
about
his 401k
7
was.
years now.
Okay, my question. I have a question for
a
you.
lot of money spent.
I have a lot of
Living.
if
But
are
it
you
wasn't on her.
are you getting child support?
No,
Okay.
he won't go down and take the test and fill out the papers. And I've sent papers to his house, but they magically disappear. He claims that he's never got the papers, but that's a whole another
that's a whole
story.
show.
But exactly. But what I'm saying is, I was upset with him at a point in time because she didn't ask to be here, and you were determined for her to be here, and I wouldn't trade my daughter for the world because I wanted a child. I lost several children, and when this baby made it into the world, that she's my joy.
That's why her middle name is Miracle.
And I just, the rigmarole and going this way and going that way, the tug of war, I just never engaged in that. And I had to back myself out of their stuff. This is their stuff. And I told them, she's going to get a certain age where she's going to start to resent you because you're not doing for her, because you're not spending time with her. I said, time is to her is more than money. Yes, money is important. Here's a person who.
But is she getting? You say she's not getting time or money, right?
No, he gives her twos and fews.
I mean, one thing I remember when I went to leave King's dad, he pulled that baby ain't going nowhere. You can leave, that baby ain't going nowhere type of thing. I remember that being a physical altercation. And it's like, if I really have to get people involved, you ain't going nowhere.
No,
you
my,
going
so,
somewhere.
my
So
daughter,
initially,
my daughter's dad, when he couldn't have me because I refused to accept the situation that he wanted me to, he was still messing with his ex-wife and me at the same time. And I don't play second fiddle to nobody. And we were supposed to be engaged and be married. So when I pulled away from him, I was the bad guy, of course. And because he can't have me, he punishes my daughter.
a lot of men are like that. My father was that way. But I realized when it comes to having King, I prefer to have him to myself. Even with the struggles of being his mom, which is why I said earlier that I'm not bitter, because I'm not about to be out. For people who have to fight all the time over the child and they bickering back and forth and they got that constant energy going over and over again, that creates bitterness.
It's not
when King's dad went away, I was like, God, I am God's child, because I didn't have to do it. He just sent him away. Bye-bye. You know, like, I ain't got to get child support and you ain't got to bother me. Well, it's a win-win situation over here.
The thing, Renee is definitely my baby.
Right.
She's mine. And I understood, like I told his mother, I understood when I had this child that she was mine. And if he didn't never do anything for her, that was fine. But her brothers, they go too bad. They are all over his head about
I gotta stop you.
You was gonna read the comment?
I gotta stop you. No. She made a comment, and the two don't go together. You said that you said that there's nothing you wouldn't stop for, I guess, for financial reasons. If shit didn't go right, it wouldn't matter. This my daughter, and I'm
She's
with that.
still mine.
Right. But then in the same breath, if you really meant that, why are you asking for child support?
Because he needs to help take care of her.
But you said, no matter what.
I mean, no matter what, that's my child.
I know that.
And
that's what I'm saying.
And all these years, I have been doing it, but it's not fair.
But you want your money back.
It's not. No,
you want your money back.
No, it's not. I want.
And then
him,
you want a refund.
No, I want him to pick up and take care of her.
But that's just financially. I mean,
But
just like
you
this comment said, Rhea
this-
Williams says she may resent him for sure, but hopefully she doesn't look to fill a gap in another man, in
No.
other men in her life.
Yeah.
And but that's what you're saying though,
What do you
because
mean?
the payment of being someone's child is that time, not the money.
Mm-hmm.
It's being the child, spending the time you watching me
Yeah.
run up the hill.
Right.
That money is doing nothing for her. She's not gonna be like, well, my
Okay.
daddy gave you money, so I love my dad. She's still gonna miss out on the attributes of having a man that loves her
Of course.
unconditionally in her life. So the support, the back support, the child support is really your refund. I mean, you taking her to Florida, you doing this. I know it's not easy on the
No, it's
pockets.
not.
When your car break down, that shit
Right.
ain't easy.
No,
At
but,
all.
not.
but what I'm saying is, on the opposite end, when my car break down, it does hurt, and I think to myself how easy $700 would be.
help.
But like, if he wasn't gonna be there for King anyway, I don't want him to be there for King anyway. You know, seriously. I mean,
But looking from the outs, from going from the inside out, my daughter really loves her father.
Yeah.
And she
She
feels
should.
like he hates her. And he makes a difference between the daughter who's grown that's making 7 figures, okay, and here's a man who said, you know,
But
yes,
if
she's
she
smart.
keep balling like she balling, she'll be making 7 figures.
Exactly.
and maybe he does hate her.
Right.
Have you thought? I mean,
I don't know.
I said this
he
earlier,
claims he doesn't.
but
But what if he? You know what I'm
I
saying?
had a
People
talk
do that.
earlier.
Yeah.
If you feel like somebody hates you,
They probably.
hate you. You don't, no one needs to convince you that they don't. If their actions and the way they treat you is that of hate, then you should think that they hate you and move accordingly. That's what she's learning right now.
I think
hurts,
he hates me.
which
I
initially
don't-
makes
I
him
don't-
hate
I-
her.
I-
So can I go back to my original statement?
Pay
You a
back
bitter
on-
baby mama.
and
I'm not bitter.
And baby,
Well,
I'm
sorry.
not
I'm
bitter
sorry.
anymore. I
Okay,
just
you
said
were-
that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes, at
I
a
apologize.
time in my life, I
Wait a
was
minute.
very bitter.
I got to get this out. I apologize. First of all, you were a bitter baby's mother.
Yes.
I had to make
And
sure I
were.
was
and was
in work.
yesterday.
I
You
said work. I said
You
work.
stupid.
Yes, I was.
And yesterday,
You know,
I was.
and to,
I
to
hope
each
you
his
get
own,
that
but-
big check.
But
you
my thing is, here's a man who told me in front of her, well, if she can't afford to play basketball, then she shouldn't play. Are you serious? This baby is talented. She's smart, and she's very talented. She's good at what she does. And like you said, she will be making 7 figures. She's, because that's
Right, she keep
her thing.
balling.
But here's a man, here's a woman who wasn't constantly, hounding, and gimme. This is your child. And his boys say the same thing. You are old enough to know better.
Her daughter is 16, right? Your daughter's 16.
No, my daughter's 17.
Oh, she's 17
She's
now.
17.
Someone just asked,
And-
"How old is your daughter?"
And the sons told him, it is so unfair. You tried to do some of this to us. And we're all grown. We're over it. But she's the baby. And
I have a
and-
suggestion. I have a suggestion, and y'all please, and even you as a man, please, Mark, chime in on this. I have a suggestion as a mother who's raised 4 children and a slew
of other children.
of other children, who has grandchildren. I have a suggestion. You know who you are as a woman, don't you?
I sure do.
You have need for no one to take care of you, do you?
No.
So my suggestion is, at this point, teach your daughter how to be that way.
Oh, I do.
Because that's all she. That's the choice.
That's all
It
she's
is.
got now.
I do.
And so to add to that, before we go to the next subject, because I do want to share something with you guys. One of the mistakes that I made when I was getting to know King's father was I already had all the answers that I needed that was going to lead us to the point we're at now.
Okay.
You know, even from the fact that
Okay.
he
You-
was
you saw
violent
it.
and
You
went
saw
to prison before, even if it was in defense of his family.
Right.
When he got home, he was fighting to have custody with his daughters, or partial custody, but he was paying child support. I still laid down. And I'm saying that to say, because you're talking about her other siblings already saying when they were younger, he did the same thing, which means that
There was
Well,
a pattern.
when it's
He
a pattern.
tried.
I mean,
let me say he tried.
you can't know.
He tried.
He did
but
it.
their mother, oh no,
No,
they
listen.
mother was something
No,
else.
listen, we're not talking about the woman.
Right. That-
Let's take the woman and our feelings out of it. He was doing the same thing, regardless of what action that other woman was able to take and what she was able to cut out.
right.
He
did the
same thing
damn thing.
and was doing it
Yep.
when you was pregnant
Yep.
with your child. And I only say that, and I'm saying this for myself as well, that we have to start paying attention
To the sign.
to the signs past
Oh, yeah.
what our feelings are on the inside and how he make that cuckoo feel.
What did we call them? Yellow flags.
Yeah.
Because I started calling them red flags. Everybody calls them red flags, but they really not red flags. They yellow flags.
Like orange.
Caution.
Like, hold on. Wait a minute. Stop.
Slow down. Proceed
Right.
with caution.
Proceed
Flag.
with-
Right, and take a look and see what's really going on. That is a sign of something. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you get angry that fast?
Yeah.
That fast? You have no self control? Okay.
And
Well,
the first
so if
time-
we get into it, see, we lovey-dovey now.
Right.
You ain't had the chance or ability to be angry at me. How you gonna be when you get angry
For
with
real.
me?
Right.
Right.
And the first time you get angry with me, I remember I got impregnated with King going into New Year's Eve, like the 31st in the morning. It was the 30th going to the 31st.
Happy New Year.
Right. But we went
The
out.
ball was dropping.
I know that I didn't.
More than one ball.
Somebody was
it
dropping
dropped
that
some
ball.
balls. But I knew that I didn't get pregnant going into the 31st to the 1st because that night we got drunk, and by the end of the night he was jumping out the car and I was pushing him out. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, get out the car. That was me because I was driving. But
It was rolling.
I didn't know I was pregnant. So mind you, I didn't know I was pregnant. I didn't find out for 30 days later. I still allowed that next 30 days to be with that
Hey,
man,
Andre.
even though he gave me a sign,
And Mark.
and it was just bad because I was just talking to some other men. Oh, you just gonna talk to other men in front of me?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna talk to
just that.
everybody. Like, what do you mean? Am I go?
Just that.
And I continued on, like, oh well, maybe he's just drinking. Well, I don't want that man anymore.
Right.
If I was ever with a man and he did some shit like that to me again,
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and
Never.
it's situations like that where people say, "Oh, well, you just can't handle." It's a thing. It's a difference between handling and tolerating.
And tolerating.
absolutely.
Exactly.
Yes.
Don't have all of these deficiencies about yourself and say, "Oh, well, you can't handle me." No, I won't tolerate you. I don't want to
Yeah.
tolerate that.
I don't want to get.
I don't
every
have to
time.
deal with you the way that you are.
Exactly.
Just
And-
because you got this reason in your head that makes your bullshit make sense to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And oh well, I'm like this because okay, well then you go over
and
there and,
that's
be
a
that
choice.
way.
And see, I didn't tolerate the situation, and I moved on. So his anger, now he's a angry baby daddy. His anger was then,
He's still an
shot.
angry baby dad.
Yes, he's still an
So
angry
I
baby
wanna-
daddy.
But you
because
ain't still an angry baby mama.
I asked him about the situation. Well, why couldn't you take some time?
Well, I
at the
wanna
proper-
transition off of him.
Okay.
I do want to know his name,
But I do. But
I have
but
a question.
I do want to say
No,
this.
what-
I do want to say this. When we had the conversation last week of why he didn't, why he did what he did and said what he said to her, he said, "It's not her, it's me.
It's you or it's him?
It's him.
Oh, he was like,
Yeah, it's not her, it's me. The problem is with me."
So I want to transfer this over into other relationships.
Yeah.
Okay.
Women friendships. What I realized, this has been a turning point for me. 43 has been a real turning point. It seemed like I'm losing or dropping people like flies.
Yes.
And I remember in my 30s, my mother telling me, not to death. Not like literally, like
them
no,
to
it's
situation.
listen to
scary.
situation.
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about that.
Yeah,
That's what
both.
I'm.
Oh, okay. Because I buried a lot of people. I always think that.
That's a type, but that's a type of death. Though.
So yeah, I remember my mother telling me, like in my 30s, that that saying, you'll be lucky if you come out of this with one good friend. Have you guys found that your tolerance level with friendships is becoming, what's the word I'm looking for? Like your tolerance is becoming lessened as you've gotten older.
Yes.
And
Most
how many
definitely.
ties have you severed? Like, can you give me an example of like, when you like, I can't do this with her
Ooh. Ooh.
or him.
I had a friend.
Goddamn, where you want me to start?
Yeah.
Like, which one do I want to
But
talk
that's
about
how,
right now?
that's how I feel, because I feel like it's multiple people. Like,
it is.
So
Oh,
it
it
is.
is.
Like, who do I talk about?
Yeah.
I have deleted physically. I have deleted so many people that I called friend. Because as I got older, as I got wiser, hence the gray, you motherfuckers
The wisdom.
worried the fuck out of me, and I learned. So this is the wisdom, not the worry. I probably could be called a whole lot of things, but a thief, I'm not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if I were to steal, I would never steal from individuals, and especially people that I call my friends.
Right.
Right.
I would never do that. To me, that's a petty thief.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have I ever stolen? I sure did. About somewhere between 8 and 10. And hey, Andre, if you're still watching, you can attest to this. We used to go to the store up at Bell Scott and steal all kinds of shit. Clothes. We was the take your shoes off and put the shoes on.
Damn, y'all
kids.
invented that shit, huh?
Dog. You understand? So, okay. Them I steal from. I did it. But to be in my 30s, 40s, 50s and steal from someone that I call friend, that's horrible. And I would never. I hung with a woman. I'm not going to drop her name unless she say some smart shit. Somebody tell her about it. She say some smart shit. This one is a name dropper.
Don't make me spit this vodka all over my damn shit, woman.
Boy. Okay, so anyway, I hung with this woman. I hung with her tight. You saw her, you saw me. You saw me, you saw her. That was it. We the type of friends. Let me borrow that. We didn't travel. We've been on the road. Okay. I'm hanging with some other people, and they said, "Oh well, this person said that you stole $200."
Wow.
Immediately, I burst into a sweat. I said, "I did what? You stole $200 out of her purse. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Right.
Because at this point, I had cut this person off by this time. It's been like a year.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So I'm like, huh? I stole $200 out of her purse. I ain't even seen the bitch. I don't even hang with her no more.
Right.
So now
I further
she
into
telling
the
lies.
story. I get further into the story. Oh no! See what had happened was it was some years ago. Y'all was at Macy's, and she said that you stole $200 out of her purse.
What?
Now let me explain. She had came to pick me up. She said, "Hey, let's go. Let's hang." Something had happened. I don't know, and it was her payday. Let's go. All right, you my road dog. I'm out. Jump in the truck. We go. We get to Macy's and she ready to shop. First thing she sees is something she likes. She take her purse, like a lot of us do, and hang it up on the rack and try whatever on. We ain't paying no attention. We two bitches shopping. Ain't nobody paying attention.
Right.
So by this time, you know, she on the other side of the register, and I see her come to. I said, "Well, she ready to go." Cammy, come on, let's go. I go to the register. She can't. Oh my God, where's my purse? We've been in this store so long. I said, "Bitch, you bought a purse?" I didn't even realize she had
left
a purse.
her original purse.
So she like, oh my God. So immediately, I'm a woman. I know how it feels to lose a purse. So I'm like, oh my God. Well, what you think you lost it at? And blah, did you come in the store with the purse? Because I don't remember. Because we've been in the store 2 hours.
Right.
It's 2 women shopping. I said, well, I tell you what. You go this way, I go that way. We meet back at the nacho cart. No.
At the food.
At the food.
Meeting up at the food.
I said, I have a habit of when I can't find something, I just go back to my starting point and act like I know what I'm doing, and I promise you, it comes back. Anyway, that's what I do. I go out the stove and walk back in the stove. And I recreate in my mind what happened. And what I do, I'm walking, bam, her purse hanging on the rack. I lift the purse up. Bitch, check out your purse. Cause I'm that kind of friend.
Right.
Now, let me double back a little bit. Before we got out of her vehicle, she did count a whole bunch of money. I didn't count it.
So you know she had.
I know
money.
she had money.
Okay.
Right.
I know it was more than $200 too.
Right.
Cause she was
Ready to shop.
Still count.
and she work at the plant.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I hope she
was
paid
count-
child support.
So now I walk over with the purse or whatever, so we go up to the counter. Now she can, pay for her shit. This motherfucker started digging. Then she started frisking herself. She digging. I'm like, oh my God. I'm tired. I want to go home. I can't find my money. I got $200 missing. Because she pulled out some money. I got $200 missing. I don't think none of it. I'm like, that's fucked up.
Right.
But 2 years later, I find out that you telling people that I stole the $200 that you had missing.
Out of the purse that you couldn't remember where you
But
left.
you still been hanging with me even after all of this. You've been hanging with me.
If
I
she
found
was
this out with
even
somebody
missing
else.
$200.
Let me explain something to you. And if I was a thief, I am not just gonna take $200. I'm
You had a
taking
whole knot.
all of it.
Right. You had a whole knot.
Taking all of it.
All
A
of
whole knot.
it. You understand me? The fuck I look like? You got 1,000 and I'm gonna take 200.
Baby.
I'm taking it all.
And I'm not bringing your purse back. I wouldn't have found that shit.
not finding
I would
your
have buried
purse.
that bitch under the sweaters. Like, I don't know. I traced the steps. I ain't see your purse.
It's a
They'd
purse
have
you
been
forgot
selling
about.
your purse.
You want to go
off
to
that
roof?
rack.
You know
You
how
want to
they
go to
say-
roof, Chris?
You know how they say a motherfucker steal your shit and help you look for it?
Right.
And at the
you-
time-
I would have been with you the whole time. Hey, all right, where is it at? Where is it at? I mean, it's like that would have been the best option if I knew I done just took somebody's
But this
shit.
is the crazy part about friendships. It's like people have friendships for so long and they act like you don't know. They act like they don't know you. You know,
Yeah.
and like me and my
that's
best
true.
friend, we had a little rocky moment for a while, you know, and that came out in the conversation like, did you act like you don't know me? That's what she telling me. Like, we've been friends forever. Where did we get to the point where
You get me fucked up.
you got me fucked up? Like, you think I would think this way? And this was minor shit. It wasn't nothing like that because
You know what I hate
she
that
would
my
never
friends, that my,
still-
you know what I hate that some of my friends or people that I call my friends don't realize about me or forget about me. I will beat your ass.
That part. What she said.
I feel you.
I love the Lord. He heard my cry. Okay? But don't let my hallelujah fool you.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, people be like, ain't that the Christian way? And ain't that the, first of all, I'm not a Christian. I'm a believer. There's a difference. Look it up. Dog, you treat me like I'm 12, but I'm so far from 12. Times what? Come on now.
To get 50 what?
Right.
I have come through some shit. Listen, if you got the inbox or text message from me today, those of you who are watching, if you got the inbox or text message from me today with that TD Jakes message, please, whatever you do, please watch it.
I must not be your real friend because you ain't said.
Please, I bet you, I guarantee you I did.
I guarantee you didn't.
Okay.
You gonna beat my ass?
I will.
Round one coming up.
Finish her.
I ain't about to be beat up by no old lady. Fuck that. Shit.
I got your old lady. No.
Layla Ali will
But
whoop
if
your
you
ass.
got this, listen, I listened to a message today that this is like the second time that TD Jakes has a message has come across that's changed something drastically in my life. And I listened to this thing today and I was like, oh boy. Oh boy.
Well,
So
you sent me
if
the
you got
message.
it, if you got it, I just, you got it.
So, in terms of friendships, last night I had it wasn't an aha moment; it was a scary moment. Last night, my dad was hit on his motorcycle coming home. He's fine. He's home,
Jesus.
but we spent the night in the hospital.
Yeah.
The first person I thought to call, like, who would answer under any circumstance, was like my best friend. She's going to answer my call.
Okay.
And then I looked up and my brother and my mom is there. And I'm like, who else do I call in the middle of the night? And this is when it clicked to me. Like,
Man.
I don't really have friends. And a friend for me, even if someone calls me their friend, is not wanting to feel like a burden at midnight when you call, or not knowing if they're going to answer your call under any means, why I can't get that shit
Any
right.
means
Necessary.
necessary.
Thank
That's
you.
what
God
you're
damn.
thinking.
Malcolm will be so mad at me. And I know better. I'm sorry, Father Malcolm. Shabazz. I'm so bad.
Detroit Reds.
Detroit Red. But I realized maybe I've cleared my my energy out in a lot of ways because I didn't necessarily feel bad that I just had her to call on. It just made me realize how many people I don't have to call on. Right. You know, and it's like, well, we have to sometimes question ourselves, and we see it in our most scariest times. Why do we even waste time with certain people during the good times? Because if you can't call on them during the bad times,
come on,
and I'm right. not, you know, Mimi, because Mimi gonna come in there. You could have called me, you know. No, Mimi, I couldn't have.
Refuse to say it. I refuse to say it.
I wouldn't have.
You already know that you could have, so I'm not gonna say that you could have.
But this is another thing that I wanted to talk about, and I hope there's bikers out here listening, and I'll probably make a post about it if you motherfuckers don't hear me. Last night I was on the side of the road with my dad, and the bike was damaged, and I watched you motherfuckers ride by over and over and over again. And I'm a biker of 20 years, retired Rough Rider. Right. I don't know when the game became so not saturated, but where we don't look out for our fellow man. Right. When I started riding my bike, even as a driver, if I see a biker on the side of the road, I usually stop. No one checked on us. No one checked on us. And I see you motherfuckers was riding up Davidson, and you had to have seen him because it was down to one lane.
Now, I just want to ask something. Now, are you specifically talking about other bikers that ride?
I'm talking about bikers.
Yeah,
but not a specific club.
Right, just period. That was a
I seen like
when the biker is down, right? Yeah, that's just something that's, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
I even see it on Facebook where, you know, it'd be a bike club and it's somebody else from another bike club took it and say, you know, Soul Devils, check on your people. Is it one of y'all bikes down? You know what I mean?
Or they just say biker down 96.
Yeah.
But to not have a person stop is like, oh my God, you know, people are too concerned. And even when the ambulance took them away, the bike was still there on the side of the road, you know. So, and you had to have seen the lights. It was bad out there. When I pulled up, I felt my body stop. And I seen myself look at myself because it was so many lights, and the cops, there was 4 cop cars, 2 fire trucks, and an ambulance there. When I pulled up on the scene, and everybody knows 75 fucked up, so I had to go I had to go Davidson West to turn around and come Davidson, and I had to. I flew down the construction side,
about to kill yourself,
about to kill myself. But so I say that to say that's my story, and I also wanna. I don't know if the lady who called was the lady who hit my dad, because we don't know. But whomever you are, this is where I can't be bitter. I don't know if you're the one that hit him, but whoever called my family and was brave enough to pick up his phone and call us to let us know that he was on the side of the road, I thank you so much, even if you're the one that hit him, because we don't know who hit him. Somebody called from his phone, and then nobody was there when they arrived. Okay. So part of me kind of feel like it was the person that hit him. But a lot of times people will hit you and don't even do that much.
Right. They won't do that much.
They will do that much. And if he could have been laying there.
Because you know what I thought about? Like, what if it was you?
Right.
That actually hit a person. What would you do? What would you do if you actually hit a person?
I would have to stop.
Yeah, honestly, I would stop just because, number one, I know that it's a high probability of somebody seeing me, some camera seeing me, and I might not get away. And if I do not get away, then the consequences would be harsher on me if I had left the scene. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Number two, I understand that if me being the one that hit the person, if I stay on the scene and be the first one on the scene to help, it's a higher percentage of this person surviving.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what the most important thing is at that moment. You know what I mean? Not trying to get away and elude accountability for what you're doing. It's helping the person that needs the help. I mean, because you would want if you were the person that got hit, you would want to be helped even if it was by the person who hit you.
It's funny. I had a conversation with a
I
friend.
was gonna ask you.
No, I had a conversation with a friend, and we had this exact same topic. And the motherfucker said they would have to catch me. I turned around like, like, did you say that shit out loud? You like, my life is not gonna end off a mistake. Like, I don't give a, and the motherfucker said, I don't give a fuck if it was a kid. That kid was in the motherfucking side of the road, and that was the moment that would have changed my life forever. I ain't going back. You know, like,
But you know,
and I'm like, a lot of people think that way.
You know what? I thought about that. Like, I really, because I have a really good friend, kind of almost like a family member, who accidentally hit a child on a major street and kept going and was gone for a minute and then finally turned themselves in.
Yeah.
But they was gone for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, and I'm not victim blaming at all, period, because everything plays a role in what happens.
Absolutely.
right.
This was a group of children who had been getting adults to buy liquor from this particular liquor store. The kids were intoxicated and had been playing chicken all day, or half the day. Yeah. And
One of them little motherfuckers got hit
yeah,
like they deserved. But
This
the
Well,
views and opinions
Thank you.
of Lake Butler do not reflect that of the Shenanigans
Shenanigans
Show.
Show.
Well, some of them do.
I don't give a fuck. I mean,
Let me know.
okay.
Okay, look,
Little
But
motherfuckers.
to
I can't
my- to
stand
my-
these kids.
to
I can't
my-
stand these little
I know.
motherfuckers.
Fuck these kids.
You're
These
right.
new kids. Fuck these
Playing
new
chicken
kids.
in a row, drunk as shit, and
Right.
fuck them adults that got
Right.
them.
So
liquor.
listen. So from my understanding, they're playing chicken. A car's coming. My friend's car is on this side, like the sidewalk side. They're coming. They miss this car.
So
This
it's like
car hit.
they said they playing
Frogger.
Frogger. They're playing
Yeah.
Frogger, basically.
Yeah.
You just said
wow.
And
Yeah.
sometimes you get hit by a log.
a law.
Splat.
splat,
Splat.
bling, splat, blue, bling, bling, bling.
But he kept going.
But this is
Now, to his defense, he said, "Shit, I didn't know what I had hit because it happened so. There was a car next to him already. That child missed that car, but here he come. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, I didn't know what I hit. It after it was on the news and shit like that. Then
So
he
then
realized.
was it nighttime?
No, it was during the day. It was
So you
during the
didn't
day.
see a whole toddler bouncing off of your windshield.
He wasn't a toddler.
I'm just saying.
Oh, teenager.
These
Or-
things-
or-
Maybe he
or
was
little kid.
maybe he was hit the bottom.
I mean, yeah, oh, yeah.
I don't want to say what type of vehicle it was, but you might not have seen this person.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll leave that to
He was in a
use your
big truck.
context clues. So anyway, this person ended up turning themselves in, and it made me think, what would you do?
you don't know
And
what
I honestly
you would
have
do.
to say, I have no idea.
You don't know what you would do
I have
when
no
you
idea. In my right mind,
trauma.
the right thing to do would be to,
Yeah.
I gotta stop. I gotta
Yeah.
check on this person. Oh my God, I'm there. But we have this thing called fight or flight. And in the heat of the moment, you don't know what you are capable of.
right.
So,
And
unfortunately,
that's an honest opinion, and
Yeah.
because because our laws are black and white and they're not gray.
right?
You know, for
right.
anybody, including myself, I pray that you make the right decision because I actually have someone that's in a case right now, so I'm not gonna speak too much on it, but their instinct was to go to their mom. You know, and most people, especially when you're young, and when I say young, I'm like if you still live, I feel like I'm just now getting old enough to get under my mama's thumb. You know, like it's shit that I did in my 30s that I'll be like, damn, I need to go to my mama and figure out how I'm gonna get out this shit. I.e., my baby daddy.
And then you just
mama, help me.
You made me think about something too. When you was talking about your dad on the side of the road and people not stopping to help, right? A real good friend of mine years ago, I had this social club that I had started over the internet. We was out partying, and on the way home, we was at the bowling alley on Woodward and like what is that, the Renaissance Bowling?
Yeah, the Renaissance.
So yeah, we left. Half of the group, the majority of the group went to the west side. We went somewhere else to hang, and he had to come back east. He stayed right off of Van Dyke, right here on the other side of where we at now. And so he came up Davidson, and he actually seen an accident. This white girl had got into an accident, and he stopped to help her. And when he got out to help her, another drunk driver came by and swerved and hit him and killed him. Yeah. So like sometimes people will be thinking like, okay, I do I, especially in a situation like on the freeway,
right?
Do I stop and get out and help? And now I'm putting myself in danger of being hurt.
And I get that.
Yeah. But that's kind of an extreme. But
you know what? The cops kept asking us like, please get in the car, for that very reason.
Yeah. Right.
But we had, it was like my brother and I, once they took my dad away, we had like 3 cars and the motorcycle that we had to try to figure out how to do something with.
Okay.
And it's only 2 of us. So we got 2 extra vehicles trying to figure this out. And we still got all the hazards like blinking, so people seen us before. So and that was my little venting moment. I have another question for you guys.
Okay.
Airing out your dirty laundry on social media.
Ooh, you sucked from earlier out of my mind. I'm glad you brought that up.
I'm not gonna go into details, but recently, last week on social media, there was a live of this lady who pretty much aired out her business with her and her boyfriend, and she discussed the STDs. She name dropped women. And she,
you don't know the newsman.
it
doesn't know.
I got pulled in because I have a slight association. So even like she printed out all his DMs, and like I got a call saying that they seen my name on the printout paper. The picture of the printout
of the inboxes.
But I was one of the women. No, I was actually one of the women that was not in, like sexually texting. That was her proof that like he was going after different women, and some women like myself was turning him down like, no baby, I'm good on this. But it went left
on you or
on her. No, I spoke my piece and I'm out of it. Once people started watching the live, the females on there got hot like I like her pussy.
Wait a minute. What?
Smoke signals.
What just happened?
Because they were talking about the burning and everything.
Texas Roadhouse.
Like the burning and everything. I mean, she went live, so this is. I
know T-Boz did not just now come on.
Yes, she did.
She late as hell.
T-Boz.
But what do y'all think about taking your personal business? Like, if you're really, like, she felt like she was used. She felt like she was abused. She felt like she was misled. And the only way that she could air out all the hurt that she had was by telling the world. Unfortunately, she had enemies, and the enemies like, bitch, you the problem. And it became.
They started telling her
shit.
They went hard.
I'm going to say this. Some things just shouldn't be aired out on social media because, like you said, it went left. So who's to say somebody gonna be outside your house, getting ready to deal with you because of him?
Right.
Who's to say that he ain't gonna come and crack your head, or take you out the box?
I thought about that because she named his name. And she's letting the world know that he gave her something. So I was like, first and foremost,
what he give her?
That's what we asked. Them bitches was on there like, bitch, just
'Cause
take.
let me tell you
just
this.
take that
Let me
pill
tell you
and move on.
Pussy.
No.
I assumed it was VV. That was like, I think it was just bacterial vaginosis.
Do motherfuckers still get VD?
I said BD.
BD.
Trichomonas.
A bad disease.
Okay, so listen. I'm gonna say
tricking
this.
disease.
I'm gonna say this. You know, AIDS still exists.
Yes, it
Right.
does.
You know, herpes still exists, and people have to live with that.
Yeah.
I think, just my personal opinion, that if you get anything under HIV, I may be being a little petty for this, but y'all come on now, roll with me on this.
I'm rolling.
Okay. Anything under HIV, keep that shit to yourself. Don't nobody give a fuck.
Right.
That's what the bitch was
Cause
like,
you can take, wait a minute, cause
take
you,
that
cause you
pill
take
and
your ass.
get off that line.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody need to know that shit, cause Becky, your homegirl gonna fuck him next week. Trust.
Right.
He gonna pay her rent and
Right.
she gonna give him some head.
Right.
Trust. Anyway, but if you HIV status or you full blown AIDS status,
Right.
and you have given that to me, I'm telling all your motherfucking bitches, bitch.
Look, she don't mean
So,
that, y'all.
all of it.
You
She
gonna
do
hear
mean it.
Nah, I ain't finna kill nobody.
But then I mean,
Trust me.
maybe that's kind of sort of that's why
Socially,
it
you
was.
are.
That's what it
You
is,
gonna
and that's why
tell
she didn't want to say it. Because anything less than that
But
would
she
be
told
like.
what he
Well,
gave her.
no,
right?
she just said that he gave her something that you only get from fucking a woman in the ass and then fucking your girl. I don't even know what that is.
Monkeypox.
The itchies and the scratchies.
Itchy,
Itchy,
scratchy
scratchy
show.
So that's
I
what
cannot.
kept me on the live for almost damn near an hour. Cause I'm like, what'd he give you? What'd he do?
Wow.
But
That's nasty.
she never
Y'all retarded.
Hey,
retarded as
hey,
hell.
let me tell you what I put. I got people that's like, Kim, can I ask you a question? They come in my inbox. Can I ask you a question? Are you single or are you in a relationship? Because we can't tell.
Good. Yeah.
right.
I
Asking
post
me that.
what I like. I post what I agree with.
Right.
Y'all heard that song? Who is that by? Carly Simon. You're so vain. You probably think this song is about you. It's not. It's not.
Nor is it about me. The post.
It's not about me
It's just, I just thought it was a
either.
cool post and it need to be expounded on. I thought somebody. I don't know. You know what I say? I don't know who need to hear this. It's one of them type posts.
Right.
So
And
if
I
the shoe
hate that
fit,
you-
wear it. Goddamn it.
Right. Put that motherfucker on. Lace it up. You know, clean the shoe
Look,
off if
ship
it
it on
needs
out.
to
Kelly
be off.
said, and
Fuck.
she'll probably be right back with him. So
why do all
why
that?
do all of that? It just ain't. That's
You're making yourself look stupid a lot of
Right.
times when you.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? And then that's a red flag. That's like an unrecoverable red flag. To
Right.
Me, right.
That's
when you do
totally red.
When you throw some shit out, especially if it's you somebody that I confide in, like you somebody
Right.
like a girlfriend and shit
Yeah.
that I confide in with you, and now you posting shit on social media, ain't no coming back from that because now I can't trust you. I
Yeah.
can't.
I
don't
mean,
trust
and
you.
that's I think that's where he is. And I'm like anything else, they'll remember your name, but everybody, even though she named him, they'll forget his because the act of what you're doing,
What you're doing is
it's
what
still
grabbing
malicious.
the more
It's still
attention.
malicious.
You know, so
Right.
like other men, like, well, let's put her on the dog.com because or cats ain't right. You know,
Yeah,
like
bitches ain't shit but
Hoes
hoes and
and tricks.
tricks.com and shit.
number one.
And then you have
Number
I'm about to
one.
make it today.
This is gonna be the live lady. You know,
You see
they
what I'm
all gonna
saying?
be named by the shit that they do. And
so segue from that. What you won't do, they will.
somebody else will.
yeah.
They will, and that is why you get those situations.
Yeah.
You know, but
But that's why there's a lot of bodies
Would
that
you-
are being
let me-
found too.
Whoa,
Jesus, there you go
damn.
with all
Yes.
that.
Yes.
We went straight to the ID channel, didn't we?
Nah, I'm telling you.
Okay, but hold on. Let me
tell us.
let me ask this. So
Ain't
the
been finding
topic,
out here.
this last topic, what you won't do, they will. Have you ever been in a relationship or situationship where either you were the what you not doing or they the one doing? Have you ever been in one of those? Do you understand the question?
Absolutely.
Okay, because I wasn't for sure if I.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clear. Yeah, I was in a situation like that. My
Yep.
ex.
Which one?
Which
were
one
you?
you? Which one you?
I was the
Which
one.
one
Which
you?
one you?
I
99 cent.
I was the one who did not
Stupid.
did not
You was
do.
the not do.
I
Okay.
did not
Was that
do.
anal or sucking dick? Which one
No,
didn't you
it
do?
was, my ex-husband wanted me to have a threesome.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I was not doing it.
And that was
Okay.
that was
Still ain't gonna do it.
that was his reasoning for he went out and got a threesome because you wouldn't do a threesome. Interesting.
And was totally
That's extreme.
dissatisfied.
That's
That's
extreme.
extreme.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
extreme.
That's extreme. For real, it is.
Yeah.
I can attest to it.
Yeah.
You was engaged to the dude.
But-
and this is
No,
No,
we
no,
were
no.
married.
oh
married.
man. Oh yeah, that
He
was
asked
bad.
me would I have a threesome for his birthday. I
And
told
because
him
you
no.
didn't, he like that would be
Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a threesome
yeah.
for my birthday,
And
Yeah.
he did.
with or without you.
Matter of fact, he had two different threesomes, and he has a little boy and a little girl.
He had a foursome.
As a result.
As
both
a
of them?
As a result.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Two
He
different
probably
baby
got the
mamas.
same.
That
thing.
go back to the show. That's fucked up.
So wait a minute, he got
fucked
both of them pregnant, or he got
Both of them.
a child from
What-
both threesomes?
Well,
Both
Okay.
threesomes.
All
both
right, all right.
threesomes that occurred a year apart
Oh.
because his kids are a year apart.
He probably got
Was
that.
it the same two women or no?
No,
No.
Oh, okay.
Two
Yeah,
different baby,
two different-
crazy ass baby
Well,
mamas.
well,
We don't give a fuck about them. He the one with the dick.
Wow. I'm with you, T-Bob. Like all you can say is wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
And like, I was like, who does that?
People do it all the
And
time.
then I would be so angry because he would contact her, and it's years later, and he would contact her, and I'm like, why you even answering the fucking phone? I listen. I wish a nigga would check. I wish a nigga would.com, and I am the spokesperson. Why are you calling me? First of all, 2 kids, not one,
Two.
but 2
Right.
children on me. You dirty son of a bitch. You chose. That's my favorite word in the vocabulary. You chose to sleep with these people. And now you got 2 kids, and we're married.
And
Yeah,
Our
divorced.
next-
that's the reason the ID
divorced.
channel. Y'all ever seen Snapped? Cause I would be on that bitch. I ain't even that girl though. Like you really, that's some drastic shit. You would
That's
really have to do
drastic.
some drastic shit to me for me to be on Snapped.
So
But damn,
what happened and what wouldn't,
I'm the wood.
which is what?
What they wouldn't do, I would do.
All the time. So is it that you listen to a man and find out what,
Yep.
and then you'll do it to an extent?
I know what they like. I'm telling you, I have studied.
They like they booty lick these days. So I'm just.
I mean, hey, if he want,
Oh,
if that's what he asking for, if you willing to do it, then
Marcus, today your birthday?
Oh my God!
you trying to lick some booty or something later?
No, no, you a Leo. We're not in Leo season yet.
Yes,
Never
yes.
mind.
No, my
Yes,
birthday
it
is next week.
Next week.
We still in
Okay.
Kansas season.
I'm sorry.
But no,
You go from licking booty to, is it your birthday? Like, hold on, wait a minute. What are you trying to suggest? Hold on.
You may want a threesome.
Yeah, see?
yeah, like let me lick your boot. Let me lick your boot. Let me
So-
lick your boot.
So you make sure that you check off those boxes and listen to those words to make sure. And I think that's I think that's something that
I told
as you
y'all
get older,
I'm a build a bitch. I swear.
Right.
I really am. I strive to be different. I've got a slew of female friends. I've also got a slew of male friends. And when I say male friends, these is niggas I have not fucked. Can y'all see? Have not fucked.
She's from the era of having male friends that ain't fuck you, ain't fuck you. Now this day and age.
Now do they want to fuck? I'm sure they do.
Quite sure they do.
But can they fuck? No, they can't.
Sorry. See you when I see you.
So I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
I've been on both sides.
Okay.
But this is something. I have this guy that I've really been crushing on since I was like 19.
Okay.
And like we've had sexual relationships before, but we never had a relationship. It's like you like me, I like you, but maybe we're not the type. You know how you have that undercover relationships with some people, you know, but it ain't really for us. Recently, I've been thinking about it because we flirt all the time. But the more I flirt with him, the more he pull back. And then if I act like I don't give him any attention, that's when I get all the attention from him. But I've been thinking about over the years. And one day I was just sitting there. I was like, he don't need pussy. Like, he think that I will... Like, when I be flirting with him and stuff, he be taking me seriously because he think that I could live a life
without
with
having your
pussy
pussy ate.
And I'm like, I need to stop convincing these niggas that I like them that much.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
I'm like, I need to grow up because I'm real immature.
So let me ask you this.
Nigga, you 56. You don't need pussy. We could never have a life. I would cheat.
Never.
Even if he came over here with the biggest ring.
If he played with it till it felt like he was eating it.
So that's what he told. He told you that. He like said that to
no. So I said something.
Don't say that.
Like, I'm gonna come over there and sit on your face. He like, you know, I don't do things like that. So my response was, you calling me a thing? Because you can't be talking about eating pussy.
Your pussy is a thing.
I mean. Because you fucking with me. And I said, okay.
It's such a vibrant thing.
I said, you know,
vibrant thing.
I said, I am a big girl, so I'm not going to sit on your face. I prefer to lay on my back. And he like, okay, you're dreaming. And I'm like, okay, so now you're telling. I'm like, so it's confirmed. He's so fine. And his lips is so thick.
I mean,
you
really
want to know
like
what they
for
feel like.
I would have a little dick man that ate pussy over a big dick man who didn't.
Oh, fuck that. Fuck that. No.
That's me. And I'm not a lesbian. But I could be.
Flawless, you hear that?
I like
Get her.
her.
Get her, boy. Get her.
I like
Skitter.
her.
Skitter. You can get the dog on a skitter. Skitter.
So, I mean,
Hey,
You're dumb as
y'all
hell.
think something wrong with that?
Okay.
To each his own.
So, let me, okay. You married 20, 30 years. We pretending.
And
Okay.
his tongue got
Because
caught?
you're going to say some dumb shit.
Okay.
If I don't tell you that we pretending.
Okay.
Okay, we pretending. You married 20, 30 years. And then he been eating pussy 20, 30 years. And then something happened. And he can't. His jaw don't work like it used
he got a
to.
stroke, nigga. He got the Bobby Brown jaw. What you gonna do now? What you gonna do with him?
I'm going to ask for a threesome on my birthday. You need somebody to come over here and eat this pussy.
Dealing with him. That's the
These
Bobby Brown
hoes ain't
song.
loyal.
And I'm telling you this.
20, 30 years. You
20,
been with
30
this-
years.
Wait a
His
minute.
dick is more likely not to work than his jaws. That's the real talk.
But what if he has a stroke?
So what if it's okay? Let's go there.
I ain't standing
Because
there
you're
to
getting
nobody who had a
older.
stroke. Psych, I'm just fucking with y'all. I'm just fucking with y'all.
No, listen.
No, you're
so
not.
let's go here. Let's go here. Let's change that. What if his dick don't work? What you doing then?
She's packing up and she's leaving.
Well,
She's out.
no,
You would cheat on a man who dick don't work?
no, he can eat pussy though, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's what I just said. This is the reality of it. I'm
She'd
having
rather have her
my
pussy
30-year anniversary of having intercourse is coming up on September 13th, 2022. And thank you. I'm happy to see. I would like to acknowledge that my bottom is still intact. My pussy still gets wet, and I am tight than a motherfucker. So
You
anyone
actually
who's
kept
interested,
record?
so
Hey, I didn't get that. Hey, I didn't get
when
that.
I lost
Look,
my virginity.
I had it. Look.
I lost my virginity September 13th, 1992.
Damn, you wrote that down.
I just remember.
I said.
I remember
She
a
said,
lot
I
of
just
dates.
I remember
Your
when I lost
birthday
mine,
is
too.
December 26th.
Okay.
So, I don't know your birthday because we never celebrate.
January 15th.
We be off. That's
Y'all weren't.
that's Martin Luther King's birthday.
No, we was here. We was here on your birthday. You
I
was
want-
sitting there and never mentioned the birthday. Remember?
You never mentioned my birthday.
It's not my
It's not her
But
job.
you knew it was my birthday.
It's not her job.
But it's not my
But
job.
she knew it was my birthday, and that's my friend.
But it's not my job.
That's my friend.
I announced when I was on my birthday. I was in my birthday. I came in here drunker than the skunk.
You let everybody
what
know it was your birthday. You
birthday.
came in here with the birthday attire, with the crown on, with the money pinned on, the buttons. I mean, balloons hanging
I
out your
came in
ass.
here with my
Titties out.
I
Titties
came
out.
in here with my 55 crown on. I talked about my birthday. It was no one's
She
responsibility.
came in and was silent.
to
and
talk
wanted
about
us-
my birthday.
Yes,
I
you
was
were.
online for my birthday.
But see,
about
but now you don't know. But a second ago, you were so sure that you knew that she didn't celebrate it for you.
But she still didn't say
Oh,
that.
now see, now she putting it back on you
She's
again.
still my friend.
So y'all
So
can,
you was expecting everybody to celebrate you, and you wasn't even.
Celebrating herself.
She's still my friend.
but-
Damn it.
So y'all gonna live life without getting y'all pussy ate. Let's get this straight.
I could.
No. I mean, I could.
I
but,
could.
Oh no.
Really?
Oh no. I mean, I
So
could.
okay. So my thing is, if you have somebody
Especially if
who
I was
doesn't,
especially if I was with this one dude, because his fingers, his hands are amazing.
Just do something to
That's
her
And
chakra.
and listen, he do something to my chakras.
yeah, y'all come from the day of humping. Fuck that shit. I come from
Oh, maybe
Man.
that's what it is.
Dry humping.
right. Men was
Maybe that's what it is.
boys was eating pussy when I
That's
was
when you could. That's when you could appreciate sex.
right. Like little boy when I was 13, they was trying to eat it.
Mm.
Yeah, so a lot changed in the 13 years between me and y'all.
I was older by the time I had Sister Meow had been licked.
Older.
Older.
Well, goddamn, what you 35? You make it seem like you. Well, damn. I think I hit that age on the nose and shit.
And I was like,
What in the hell have I been
That's that
missing all
church
my
shit.
life?
Eureka.
Fucking around with them church boys.
Oh no.
It's like I'm just fucking.
the back
Oh,
'cause-
nay.
No,
Oh,
it-
nay.
no,
I-
it's
That was the thing.
it's dope boys that don't be wanting to eat it.
That's what they was.
It's dope boys that don't want. And like this dude.
I told women that
It wasn't the church. It wasn't the church boy
boy.
who ate it either.
No, the church boys like if I eat.
No, I
some
had
pussy,
this thugged
I'm
out.
sick.
I had this thugged out one. He was like, "Let me show you something," and I was like, "Ain't nothing you can show me." And he was like, and that listen, he really was thugged out. That was a dream. He was actually a nerd, and he was a trumpet player.
I had sex with a trumpet player.
So they do something. Listen,
That tongue.
they do something with their lips and tongue. It's a when they blow that horn, and
He tooted your flute.
I had my pussy ate by a
little
trumpet
boy
player.
blew my horn.
The
Yeah.
Pied Piper.
Listen,
I don't
he
want
was
to
the
name
Pied
him.
Piper. And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. But I was kind of turned out at that point.
Yo,
Now I had to
freak.
gain some self control at it sometime, like 'cause
Sister Meow
I
was
think
Sister
born
Meow was
from that day forward.
I think in the reality of it is because this is. I was like, Kim, Jesus.
That was Sister Meow under the
I
table.
was like, have some food.
That was Sister Meow. You
God
heard
damn,
her.
you need some chicken? The fuck?
That's not me.
That was Sister Meow.
So, and this is, I say all that to say, you have to be real with what you can and cannot deal with
Yes.
before you get in a situation where you're offending the person that
Right.
you with, and then going out and finding somebody to do what your
There you
person
go.
won't do for you.
There you
and
go.
and like I was just telling my best friend this. I don't know if you're still online, but she can attest to that. I was telling her, like, I enjoy having oral sex with a man. I enjoy sucking dick.
Right.
But I ain't about to suck your dick if you ain't eating my pussy. So
Yeah.
now you done took out a piece of my sexual experience.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Because I
I
can
see what you're saying.
orgasm off of having oral sex for the right man.
Right.
I've done it several times.
Yeah.
So it's part of my makeup and making love with someone I enjoy making love to.
Okay.
But if we can't share that experience, then that's gonna kind of taint what we do in
So
the
have you
bedroom.
ever asked him, like, why don't you?
Well, I wanted to,
Yes.
but it's kind of
That's
like
real
No,
communication.
but we're not gonna be together.
Okay, but
It's-
still,
it's-
I want to know. So ask.
right.
Inquiring minds.
I want
need
to know why
Let
any
me ask y'all
man.
something. Let me ask y'all something. Every
Does
man
it?
that you have intercourse with, you feel like he is somebody who is on the radar, meaning attractive enough, someone who you would have oral sex with, just because you fucking. Do that mean you suck their dick?
Every man that I've ever been with,
Yeah, let's just say that.
hell no.
Okay. So sometimes, right, if one of those dudes who you wouldn't
You
have
ain't
done it
her.
with, that's now you see the point that I'm getting at. Sometimes it's just the person that, like, he said that to you maybe because he wouldn't do you.
No,
It's not that he wouldn't do it, period. Because I've said and told women like, no, I'm not.
But
'Cause
he-
it's like
I
I'm
don't
just
eat.
not.
I don't eat pussy, girl.
but,
Because
but
I don't eat.
You know I'm not doing that, and that's
But he
because
said-
you not getting it.
But that girl he over there
Somebody
like.
else. That's my point.
but I honestly believe that is not his thing. You know, because he like, I don't do things like that. That was
Yeah,
like
maybe.
And there are
Just
still
not
some DJ Khaled's out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just recently ran across a girl who gave a great case on why she does not give oral sex.
Right. Yeah, I
And
seen that.
you
I
seen that
that.
TikTok?
I seen
And
that.
What was that?
I'm
She said
watching
because
it.
niggas don't go to the doctor, they don't get checked up, they don't use condoms, they stick their dick in booties and vaginas and vaginas and vaginas and vaginas, and now you want me to suck it, and you ain't even washed it.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Bleh." It was a real bleh. I mean, you can contract that same thing to vaginas and shit. It's like, you know what I mean? Some women, it's like,
There was
you
there
get
was
cum
a-
dumpsters. You just
there
let
was
everybody
a-
nut in it and nut,
but-
nut,
Right.
nut,
There
nut,
was a
nut.
situation in my life where, because there was a point in time when I was like, if you ain't married or seeing some or with somebody, I'm not fucking with you. You got to be miserable in your shit for me to fuck with you.
Oh.
I was miserable.
I
in my mind.
I was that
I
person.
was miserable in my mind.
I've been that person.
Please don't hold that against me.
Up
No,
until like
you're-
March.
you're
But
so-
listen, and
I'm like Mimi. I changed my mind.
Yesterday.
I don't do that no more.
Don't do that.
I don't fuck married men as
No,
of
I-
yesterday.
I do not. I do not.
I've given it up yesterday.
Giving it up.
Now you could be in the process of a divorce. No, but no, listen, and he, we were sexually active with each other, and one day he wanted me to give him head, and I was like, no, because you fuck somebody else.
Right. I don't trust you.
You using a condom. Keep that condom on. We're gonna do what we're doing,
Right.
but no,
That's
because you don't use a condom
With her,
With
for
your
sure.
wife.
For sure.
You don't use a condom with your wife.
For sure.
So-
he want you to suck his wife off him.
You see what I'm saying?
not eating.
Boy, you got life fucked up, but it won't be my life.
Right.
Okay?
I mean, it's a lot of ways, you could think about it, and the girl ended it. What you can't tell me because I don't do this that I'm not going to get a man or
Right.
somebody's not going to be with me or somebody's going to cheat on me because
Right.
the right person or the wrong person is going to do it regardless. Like a person who's going to cheat on you is going to cheat on you regardless.
Regardless.
And that's why I'm like that's the crazy part when you say what you don't do. Like I've done a lot,
Yeah.
but I'm still single.
Yeah.
I don't think the things that I do will make or break my relationship. It's really like the things that I do outside of the bedroom is what's really gonna keep a person at home when that man comes.
I would hope.
It's not.
That's our hope.
Like
When he comes, because it's I'm only taking one shot on one person. You know, like people keep asking me why I'm single, and it keeps coming up, and it's like the reality of it is, I'm really only waiting to take that shot on one person, and I know that.
You see,
and it's going
listen,
to be.
I had to tell a guy. I said, listen, when I'm in something, I'm in
it.
something. I need to see. If you say, let's see where this goes, then let's see where it goes. In real life, I don't know whether both of us should be dating other people if we say, let's see where this goes. But then there's another side of me in my nigga mind. There's a side of me that says, yes, date other people so you can see how amazing I am. As opposed to these other people. You know. And so I'm not the girl who finna be like, oh no, I don't have sex on the first date. If I'm feeling you enough,
you can get it.
to have sex on the first date, we fucking. I'm sorry. And let me tell you why. Because if I look on autotrader.com and I see a car that I like, I'm going to test drive it.
Right. Right.
I ain't finna just go, hey, let me get that car. Here go my $10,000. No.
And I'm happy that you're real enough to admit that, because I'll tell you, I recently.
Now let me say this though. There have been far in between brothers that I've really
disclaimer
felt like that. Like that's my disclaimer.
Disclaimer.
I ain't out
I
here
ain't
passing
fucking
out
everybody on the
right.
phone.
I ain't out here passing out
coupons.
coochie coupons. Oh no. I'm trying to get that brother who can get the entertainment book. You remember the entertainment book? Yeah, that was full of coupons. Your bitch was about this thick, nigga. If you want it, here it is. But I recently had to tell her, bro. I was like, look, if I'm in something, I'm in it. If you get this pussy, this is your pussy till you say otherwise. Right. Now, what you gonna do with that?
Now, y'all know what my biggest fear is, and the reason why I want to test drive, because I met somebody that I like, had all the right things to say, and I'm like, you know how you meet a guy and they got a hat on. You know, I'm like, hey, can you take
Don't
your
have fish, my
No,
girl,
wait a minute. I'm
please.
like, can you take your hat off? Because I need to know if your head
You
is
don't wanna
shaped
be
funny.
hat-fished.
Because I don't want to be happy.
Got the hat off his Neo up under there.
And then, you know, he was, you know, he like, I like.
Yo, Neo head having ass motherfucker. Listen, when I see this, I was like, oh.
You can wear the hat in the building.
You
Like you
have
can
a
wear your
fight
hat at the
hat.
church. Like wear your hat at church, please.
He don't have a forehead. He have a fight hat.
Wow.
But it's like I have questions, and like I don't want to fall for you.
Yeah.
And then I really, really like you.
Yeah.
And there's really, really nothing in the fence.
Oh.
Is that where you know, it's going there with a look? I don't want no short man.
So can
Don't want
I
no
I
short
think I said this on the
man.
show one time before. I'll make it
I
real
don't
quick.
want no short.
I
short
married.
man.
Listen. I thought I was doing the right thing.
Right, you married a little dick. Why would you do something like that? That's why you're alone now.
If you
Like,
let me tell the story.
my mama just told me today I
Okay,
be
look.
talking with people talking. I need to.
Look. So I call myself doing the right thing, you know. And I had been married. I had been dating a bunch of thug niggas because I like thug niggas.
And they got bigger dicks.
You gotta have they do. You gotta have a little thug in you. You can be an exec. I've dated execs. You gotta but you gotta have I gotta be able to tell that you a whoop a nigga ass
Please.
if necessary.
Please.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. And so I had been through some things, and I was like, you know what? Let me get my head together. Let me get back in right standings with the Lord. And I got in church, and I'm in it. And when I tell y'all I was in it, I was in it.
She
Like
was
the
in
church doors open, I was in it.
And he
They
blessed you with a little
closed,
dick.
I was in it. You
God
know?
is so funny.
Dog. So I had never dated a guy in church. Never. I had thought this why y'all supposed to know when God is speaking. You better know. You gotta have a relationship in order to know, because you will get fooled. Long story short, the brother comes along. He come in the name of the Lord. And he's saying all the right things and doing and blah and blah and blah. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this right. I'm not gonna have sex before marriage. I'm not gonna live together before marriage. Let me tell you, that don't apply. Now,
It don't matter.
Now I got a taste for one of these little ass breadsticks.
Listen, I did not have any
I thought you ain't put
sexual.
little shit in your mouth.
I did not have any sexual intercourse with this man. We did not live under the same roof. We did not cohabitate or anything. When I tell you I had the worst motherfucking honeymoon, I was in Niagara Falls, for God's sake.
And you
It's
wanted
supposed
to jump off.
It's supposed to be Fuck Fest 97 in this bitch. Where's the beef? Are you
Where's the
serious?
beef?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Arby's was closed, huh? He didn't have the
They
meats.
did not have the meat.
Did
You
not
should be
have the meats.
embarrassed.
I was.
Sorry.
Did he want to walk around? This my wife. This my wife. No, I'm not.
Wait a minute. And so,
No, I'm not.
how funny is
I want
that?
to. How big is your dick?
They on the honeymoon.
Shouldn't have been like that. Then he was a complete asshole. Complete.
In the name of God.
Not an asshole, but a whole
Whole
ass.
ass.
I'm like, you listen. Pick your struggle. Either you gonna not have a dick or be an asshole.
Right. And that's like a really, really sweet man. I mean, like, if y'all know I ain't dating right now, so non-pussy eaters, if you're listening and you think I'm pretty, I may try it because I do want to date. But be nice, be kind. I don't want y'all not to try it because I put that out there. But you better be nice because I will go live on that ass.
Better be nice.
And she will drop names.
I'll drop names. I'll talk about you on the show.
This one is a name dropper.
But for real.
Oh my
I-
But
I-
what I
don't
have
think there's
learned that
anything
though.
wrong
I've
with
been
it.
on that. I've been on that other team where what she won't do, I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not hard to do. If you're and I ain't gonna lie, and this ain't just to pat myself on the back. I do shit a lot of females don't do. Now I'm not having no threesome
Right.
because I don't like to share. I'm
I
an
ain't gonna
only
say. I'm
child
sorry.
by birth.
I said right. I didn't mean
I don't
right.
share.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Not
agreeing with
sharing.
that.
But
I'm not
I will take care. I think I will take care of what's mine
Right.
to the best of my ability. And I ask questions. I'm that girl. I'm like, we good? No.
Right.
Okay, so that dick sucked the other night. Could I do better?
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm for real on some playful shit. And then the motherfucker like, nah, girl, you was doing just fine. That's all I need to know.
I did have somebody, you know how when you meet somebody and you're conversing with them, you don't ever want to say or really do anything to turn them off. You know, like that real beginning stage you be trying. And so I forgot what I said, and the gentleman was like, I don't want you to be like that. I don't want you to feel like a burden. That's what he's like. I don't want you to feel like a burden. And I'm like, look, I can be coached. I what anybody who likes me and I like them back.
Right.
At this point, I don't want to be offended by anything you tell me or any man tells me from this point on if I'm digging him. But do understand that I come from a place where a lot of things have happened and you feel like a burden because people have made you feel like you're a burden. So
Right.
it's really hard to be like, I meet you and I've only known you for a few weeks and you're okay with even me venting.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
last night with my
That
dad.
open
You
line
don't
of
want to call the
communication.
new guy and be like, oh my God, my dad. He'd be like,
Right.
oh shit, here go another bitch with problems. Like every time I meet a bitch, she got a problem. Cause that's what guys normally get.
Yep.
And then they be like, I bet you got a shut off notice too. Like, no, I'm just gonna let my shit
Now
go.
you need your phone bill paid too,
Right,
right?
yeah. Your dad's dying.
Of course, I need my phone bill paid, even if the shit wasn't going left. Pay
Exactly.
my goddamn phone bill, cause you want to talk to my ass, don't you?
You want to text?
Right.
Shit, keep me on. I had a nigga say, I'm not paying your phone bill for you to call another nigga.
Because I'm not gonna be the only one you talk to on
I'm
that
not the only
motherfucker.
man that you talking to on that phone.
Who was
And
paying
at
the
that
phone bill
time-
before I came along, and who was you talking to before
And
I
listen,
got here? damn it?
listen, I ain't even asked. He just, he's the old fart.
That-
And he was just
Old
talking.
fart.
For real. And he was just talking. That was a wet, nasty,
Hello.
nasty fart. But anybody that know me know I don't like old men. So you know he was just standing there talking. He was running off at his mouth. You know, he was politicking, and I was just listening because it was funny as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of these old motherfuckers that try to holler at me. Now, I am an older woman. I am. I have
Show
no
me your
problem.
ID. I don't believe you.
I have no problem telling the motherfucker how old I am. I am 56 years old. And
No, you ain't.
dang, I'm not putting my ID up on the goddamn.
I know she is. I was just. We had
I know you 53.
But thank you.
You're welcome, baby.
But 50 anything. That's the thing. Motherfuckers be like, you're not 50.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so far past 50. Oh my God.
Like you almost 60.
I'm closer to 60 than 50.
We know.
Yeah.
I can do the math.
Yeah.
I know you gonna fuck me up. Like,
after the
Didn't
show.
I say I beat up motherfuckers in this quarter?
you said friends.
Weighing whatever the fuck.
You said friends. You beat up friends.
No, I.
People.
She said
Kids,
friends.
everybody.
My friends know. I'm like a
I said
irritated-
my friends should know
Exactly.
that I will whoop your ass. Like why? I
Wait a
don't
minute.
understand why they feel like because I go to church I have no feelings. Because I go to church because I sing on the praise team, fa la 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 and shit. That they can just talk to me any kind of way. Like what planet are you from?
You scaring me. You talking to me?
No.
Okay.
I had a moment.
Like-
that was me being a
Lake.
that was me being a bit of choir member.
Oh my God.
No, but for real, the whole with the we were talking about the what one won't do.
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot. I catch a lot of flack from a lot of my female friends because, and I've said this on the show numerous times, because of I gravitate to the men's side of thinking.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And and it's like I understand why you fucked Tracy
Right.
and you married to Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah won't suck your dick, and this is what you desire.
Right.
I like it. I need it. I want it.
This is what I need. This is what, and this is in Sarah. This is in your capability, ma'am.
But
You better
So
watch
what one won't do,
YouTube
what one
or
won't
something.
do, another one will.
Right.
I'll tell people all the time. I feel,
And he's not finna leave you for
No,
Tracy,
but I feel,
but he's going to keep
I'm gonna
going
go
to Tracy.
for that one.
But I
person.
feel
not
truly
doing it.
blessed being 43 and have not gone through marriage, which means I have not gone through divorce.
Okay.
But what I realized is like a lot of people got married when they didn't know what they liked. You know, they started to grow in their relationship and started to have different desires that may have not been on the same path as their partner. And what, like I said, at this age I'm not going to, you know, like if I was 23, be like, oh, if you don't eat pussy, that's okay. We can probably live forever. And then I turned 43 and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. It's been 20 years. You know, like I don't want to do, and that's when you usually find people been in their marriage 15, 20 years and people ain't doing.
Yeah.
Like, how you gonna have me this long and we supposed to be a team and you ain't doing for me? Like now I don't have
this,
to.
You and like you said in the beginning of the show, you teach people how to treat you,
How to
right?
treat
Right.
So now after this long of going or being in this relationship, and you are, I guess they're gonna say okay with it. They're gonna say, well, you put up with it for this long without
Exactly.
it. What's the
When
big
did
deal
you
now?
Now
change?
what's the problem?
You know, and then in your
Now,
mind, you've been
insecure-
waiting all this time trying to, being sacrificing,
Right.
like thinking it's a long over time.
Right.
This is going to eventually happen. You know what I mean? Because this
God
is my person.
forbid you with a motherfucker that's insecure, because the first thing he gonna think, oh, who ate your pussy that you
Now you just so
pressuring
hell
me
bent on
Right.
that. Right?
that
Pressuring
you
me.
got to get your pussy.
That's why it's
But it's like
best
it's
for
been
you
burning
to be
up on the
honest about
inside.
everything that you want in the beginning.
up front.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And don't
That's why I
settle.
said I have no
Don't settle
representative.
because when you settle now, however long the time goes on whatever that you settling with, you know what I mean, or over, it's gonna be like, well, you dealt with this all this time. What's wrong now? And it's like I really didn't want this. I was kind of just sacrificing, just for the
Right.
sake of.
Absolutely.
And that was like, and it's like I lost myself, my real self in this whole thing now because I've been so focused on pleasing you or
And
being
then they
there
run
for you.
into Tracy's ass, who let him be stupid and make duck noises and shit, and she laughed right along with his ass.
Why do men cheat? Because the hood rats is fun. They can
The
go and do
hood-
whatever
no.
the fuck they want to do without any stipulations.
I'm
You know what I mean?
telling you.
Without all of the
Or it ain't,
being confined.
I ain't never been a hood rat, but I've been the other woman. And like,
Well, I was saying that to
No,
answer
they're
the
just
question.
wondering.
Like when you got
They're
the wife at
wondering.
home, why are you
Fuck it.
cheating with the scallywag? That's
Yeah.
like just the hood rat ass.
I've
out
been a
there ass chick.
scallywag.
Well, you've been a
She
hood
been a
rat. then.
scallywag, but she
No,
ain't never
no.
been a hood rat.
No, but I do think it is funny
You've been
because
a tomato, but not
I
a tomato.
I used to hang out with this married guy, and it's funny you said like he can do a lot of impersonations,
Okay.
and when he would call me, he would do little voices and shit. And it was the most hilarious thing in the world. I was like, but I be thinking to myself, his wife probably think this shit immature than the motherfucker. Like, don't call
Right.
me with that dumb shit.
Right.
Like, just, if you need something from
But
the
you over
grocery
there
store,
dying
don't call me
laughing.
like the old man from, hey, baby, you wanna...
Make me wanna
And she probably like, nigga, no, just get bread.
get head, then leave.
You're right. But I'll be in there like, ooh, child. I'm dying laughing.
This show live funny.
And he'd call back with another voice. Like,
Aw.
I know, I miss him.
love that.
I know. He just wasn't mine. That's the effed up part. But, it was
Be
fun
that
while-
way sometimes.
It was fun while it lasted. Shit. When in Rome, replace. Okay, I digress. So I done told on myself like 12 times tonight.
Listen.
I hope all you people are listening. And if you are listening and you feel as though I was talking about you, send in a sponsorship.
Because
Send some money so I won't talk about your
sorry,
ass
I want
next
to talk
show.
about your ass. This one is a name dropper.
If you want to keep my name and keep your name out my mouth, for $10.
the minimum of $10 a month, want to keep your name out my mouth.
Lake want hush money now. Fuck the donations.
Yeah,
Give me some hush money every week.
You want to keep?
I'll
your
tell
name
you
out my mouth.
guys, like, I'm funny and people love me. Like, regardless of what I've said, I've yet to have anybody, like, punch me in the mouth. But I've had numerous of
Chris
people.
Rock.
Right. I have numerous of people that walk up to me all the time and be like, hey, Lake Butler, I know you. I see you on Facebook. You my friend. You cool as shit. So I appreciate that.
Cool.
But if you want to be mean to me, I will drop your name. Damn, can I have some?
if I know your name,
That shit sounds
It
lovely.
sound like it
you heard it.
was so cold and Chris.
Stay a
Listen.
while, have some more.
She over here tipping
I
me. And
love-
shit,
I'm
so
like,
I
can
have
I
to
get
give
a
her
dollar's
full cut.
worth?
I love the bartender. He been making them drinks.
How much you put in there? Can I get a shot?
Come on.
Like, damn.
Too much.
Boom, boom, boom,
So,
boom, boom.
okay, so
I don't swallow
Mia.
though.
you don't swallow?
So
Have you ever?
Yeah.
And what was that experience like?
I'm about to pee on myself. You retarded as hell. You retarded.
So, hold on. Don't even answer that since Sir Buttons a lot over here press the toilet button. Have you ever finished off in a woman's mouth?
Yeah, I mean, goddamn.
Then what the fuck is you pressing the toilet toilet, but and for
Because she probably ran to the toilet to spit it out. As far as her, what she just said.
But she said
she
swallow.
said swallow.
I mean, she.
So
said
have you
swallow.
ever had? So have you ever had a woman swallow?
Yeah.
Voluntarily
Okay,
or
so,
involuntarily.
How did you feel about
I
that?
mean, I'm no Rick Ross. I'm not Rick Ross. I ain't put no Molly in her drink and she ain't even know it and shit.
Right,
Like,
but I'm
it's
saying,
always
okay.
voluntarily.
Okay, so
I said voluntary.
So,
involuntary.
Femi,
Oh, well, you
said-
know what? I can't make her swallow and shit. Like, I done,
Right,
I
you
done
can't
shot
make
it in
her.
there and shit. Like, shit, damn me when you might have come. And I'm like, nope. I'm like, bow. I'm like, oh. Like, well, shit, you should. I wasn't thinking. I forgot.
So
Like,
you've had a woman.
Sorry. Shooting up the
They shooting.
Shooting up the mouth. You know how you
Okay,
feel
wait,
when somebody
wait.
say moist
So-
or something? Like that shit make
So
my
you,
stomach
so you
hurt.
have.
How it make you feel? It make me feel like spoiled milk. You ever drank milk and got that lump?
Oh.
So usually I do run to the bathroom or I get real sloppy with it. Like you gonna have.
I'm not
see-
finna hold that shit in my mouth.
You gonna have
It's
semen
either
all.
swallow or die.
No, you gonna have semen all over your dick hair. I'm rubbing that shit all. It's gonna come out. It's gonna be. The
You about to
juice.
make me throw up. Stop. Okay,
You
look.
gonna make me throw up, swallower?
Have you ever? Shit. Okay, so you had it done. You had a
Agree to
swallower.
disagree.
You had a swallower, right?
Look, you.
Okay,
fix your
and
face.
then how did that make you feel that she was willing to do that?
It was just like shit. Okay, the thing about it is, it's not you swallow. We don't get nothing out of you swallow.
Right.
Okay? It's the fact that it's still in your mouth while we're nutting.
Okay.
So and then afterwards, you know how we like be ready to sock you in the head, like stop, bah, like stop.
Oh my God.
Leave it alone.
Oh my God.
All right. Like, yeah. So
Listen,
that's-
if a man's head game is right, y'all be getting finna
yeah,
catch it
yeah.
too.
It's the same feel. I know it's the same.
That's what I'm saying. So
feeling.
I'm
It
saying
gotta be the same
that
feeling.
is what it's about. It's not about you swallowing. That's that like
Okay.
we don't feel our nut going down
Okay.
your throat. Like,
Mimi,
it's like,
have you ever swallowed?
Yes, darling.
This motherfucker.
like she had to wipe some off her eyelid that right now and shit. Like that's what it was.
Yes, darling.
Like she got something on her eyelid right now. She got to get off of there and
I
shit.
don't
like,
eat a lot of meat. That's how I get my protein.
She like the Dos Equis man. I don't swallow often,
Look,
but when I do,
as the comedian
It
got
be
me
this-
one time, he says, "We was wondering why your skin was
I was
so
just gonna
pretty."
say me. I was just about to say that. I was like, you mean like, do you see the
You all
skin?
remember when they got me
She said, did you
on the
see?
comedy show, and they
you
was like,
see
"We
the
was
skin?"
wondering why your skin was so pretty."
I was thinking the same thing. I swear, like, and with the age different, I'm considering swallowing. I'm like, cause I'm looking at your skin and everything. Like, I have pretty decent skin, but I'm like, your shit is amazing.
I had only swallowed my
Now-
husband.
maybe she eat lotion. Maybe that's what she swallows. I don't know.
That don't make no sense.
Vaseline and
you made me make a really ugly face on national motherfucking TV.
Vaseline,
And it happened like so fast.
intensive
I had to
hair.
realize, bitch, you making an ugly face on national TV. Don't do that. Oh, swallow lotion. Ugh.
Vaseline
No.
intensive care.
On your face.
But I'll tell
That's
you
what I'm
this.
just saying. Get it? You know.
When
not-
I'm with the
It's
right,
intensive, not
Intensive.
internal care.
it's the idea of, because when with the right guy,
Yeah.
I've
You gotta be the right one.
Yeah.
I've experienced. No, I'm talking about me. I've experienced my squirting game, and there's nothing better than somebody keeping their head down there while I'm giving them a full blown shower in their face.
Shower power.
Wow.
So I mean, and it is. I don't care if you swallow it or not. Just stay down there and drown.
See,
She's like this dry.
Just drown.
What is
so
the
you don't feel it
entire
swallowing
fuck?
it. It's just you still the continuing the motion.
Right, like you ain't
While it's-
killed the mood. Like, oh my god.
That's one.
Hey, I was watching an episode of Insecure. Did you ever watch Insecure?
From the first to the last show.
Yeah, and remember when she did the whole, her and the girls was out and they were talking about giving fellatio, and they were talking about teaching how to give head, and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take the class," and blah blah blah, and she went home and did her man. He was like, "Ooh, where you learn that at?" And he was she giving him head, and he was like, "You about to make me come," and she stayed on the motherfucker, and then when she lift up,
And she got mad, right?
and she got mad as fuck, and she broke up with the nigga.
Yep. Yep. She said it was disrespectful.
It was
right?
disrespectful. I'm embarrassed. Embarrassed
Yeah.
by who? It's me and you, bitch. What-
Exactly.
Right. You
Who you
lifted your
embarrassed
head up. You moved at the wrong time.
And I think the opinions of the Shenanigans show, ladies, is you cannot
Give head to your dad. That's what the opinion is.
I can
You want to keep. Listen,
We're about to
it
cut
ain't
that.
the, it
We're
ain't
gonna
the,
cut that album.
it ain't the key.
Give head to your dad.
It ain't the key to it. But let me just explain. If you're doing it right, he less likely to leave you for another motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, I was just more.
He
so
might
gonna-
leave you because you don't cook or clean, and he done gave you this ring.
But you know what? Apparently, bitches still stay in a relationship. Like, don't cook or clean. It's we can talk about this on our next show, along with some other things. But it does bother me. You bitches ain't cooking and cleaning. You ain't got to keep a spotless house, but goddamn, you should like have a clean
Please
spot
have
in the
a meal
house.
for the man.
Like,
Oh, no.
but we do encourage people to be in the room and act like you're in a room with one another. Stop acting embarrassed by
Right.
what you may think that people know going on in the room, because people don't know what's going on in the
Right.
room. So enjoy that moment with your significant other, or even if it's not your significant other, somebody else's significant other. You know, it's only the two of you in a room, and if one of you
If
don't
you're
say
embarrassed
anything,
about something that goes on in that moment, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it.
maybe you shouldn't be in that moment.
Right.
Absolutely.
In real life.
And keep what you do behind closed doors.
Right.
Because your business is not everybody's
And all your
business.
friends ain't your friends.
Yeah.
Them bitches is tell on your ass.
Or
I'm waiting on the bitch to tell me I'm gonna punch her in her mouth. But I ain't gonna lie though, I don't have to worry about that. My deepest, darkest, unfortunately, we talked about this. You know how you my girl. We taking this to the grave. Unfortunately, my two confidants. 'Cause I got friends. My two confidants took all my secrets to the grave with them.
yeah.
And I'm gonna end this show with that. What one won't do, somebody else will. And we ain't just talking about in relationships. In friendships. If you're not being a real friend will come along
Right.
And show that person.
and will show that person what real friendship is.
That's
you know.
right.
Real friendship ain't easy.
No, it's not.
It's not. My real friends, I got a friend, shout out to KK. One time, I used to think KK didn't even like me. But one time, since we became friends, I was doing I guess, advertisement for a girl. She was doing some lashes, so I wore her lashes. And everybody that know me, if you follow me, I kind of wear the same type of lashes. So these lashes were different. They were thick, they were big, they were long. And we were sitting in a room, and KK said from across the room, Kim. I said, yeah, KK. She said, are we friends? I said, well, yeah, I'd like to think so. She said, okay, well, that you need to take them lashes off. And had I not been the woman that I am, that could have went left. Like, bitch. You know
Right.
what I'm
Nobody
saying?
asked for your opinion.
Ain't nobody, these, my lashes. You know, I could have been trying to reach for my respect.
A real friend ain't gonna let you look any kind of way.
But the fact that she even said it meant that she gave a fuck to me.
Right.
Everybody can't take that. If I tell you no, that don't work. And especially if you always tell me, you know what, you always look good. You this, you that. I need some fashion tips. Da da da. And then when I give you one, now you offended.
Right.
Fuck you.
Right.
Or don't be one of them chicks in the group of your friends, right? When the chick walk in the room and it's just like, you can tell she ain't got no friends. Who let her walk out the house with them lashes on?
Right.
You'll be that same chick, but then somebody give you the critique.
Right.
Right.
Now you can't take it.
Right.
I said that about my eyebrows on my commercial, and you guys can peep out my eyebrows. I went up on everybody that was in the room.
But you didn't let me
That-
see your
you
eyebrows
wa-
before
you didn't
did.
come. You didn't come to the shoot
'Cause
that
I
I
told-
invited you to.
I had to
Okay,
work.
right. What? Maybe you would have.
See, they be doing me.
Okay.
Wrong.
They be doing. Cause like be trying to get me like earlier.
Shots.
Oh my God!
No,
Wait a minute. Get out your bag.
earlier
Kim, get out your bag.
it ain't in there.
Get your.
It ain't in there.
Okay.
It ain't in there. Earlier,
The fuck
when
you
this
pulling out that
when
bag?
this thick motherfucker said I ain't got no friends and all that, I done told her punk ass about that shit before.
I'm supposed to call you at a house festival in Chicago, like my daddy on the ground.
Yes.
You ain't about to be there to get me.
Why I couldn't be there to get you.
Exactly.
But I'm on the phone with your ass. I don't give a fuck.
My battery
Listen,
was dying.
I'm on the phone. The house music playing. I'm on the phone like, okay, in the name of Jesus, we just command death to loose. Listen, don't play. Don't play. I got you.
Jesus.
I'm a real friend. I don't give a fuck.
I would like to tell people that your friendship. I have somebody, and this is I'm not a shout out. This is a statement. I know you're not loyal, even though we're not speaking right now. And through your lack of loyalty, I can see that it's a great possibility that we'll never be friends again. Because it's the actions that you take when a person is not in the room that speaks to your character, opposed to the things that you do when they are in the room. And a lot of people need to think about that when you deal with people.
Right.
How do you treat them in their absence? So you know who you are.
I just
He's loving hair grease on that one.
listen.
Say what
I just
said.
went through. I just went through something similar to where a guy told me, like, almost to the point where I didn't do enough, and I'm like, calling you every day. If I, Mark, you a man, so I'm gonna pose this to you. If I call you on Monday and say, you good? And you say, yeah, I'm straight. Tuesday, you good? Yeah, I'm straight. Wednesday, you good? Yep. About to do this, that, and the third. I'm good. I'm gonna make this happen right here. You need some help? Nope. I'm good. Friday, you good? Yep, I'm good. You keep doing this shit for 90 days.
Why am I gonna continue to call and check and see if you need me? You know that I'm available.
You get a whole nother motherfucker to come in, do some other shit, and then when I say that made me feel away, you say, you right here. You didn't take the time to. Every time I call, you say you good, dog.
Right.
I'm just supposed to know. Like,
Not a mind reader.
I mean, I get it. I should know that you need something. So when I ask, well, what about Blase Split? And you don't, oh, I'm good. I got that too. You call a whole no motherfucker. Or no, I ain't gonna say you call it. You allow a whole no motherfucker to come through and then say to me, well, you right here. And you didn't do it.
But you
Help me, y'all, for real.
You told me
Am
that,
I tripping?
that you was good. So what was it?
Because you know I'm that girl. If you say, well,
Right.
can you help me change my drawers? I'm on the way.
Right.
Because I know you can't. I'm going to lay here naked till you get here. I'm on the way.
Right.
But if every time I contact you, you say I'm good and I'm making this, that, and the third happen, what do I do? Mark, as a man, I'm calling you, and you keep every time you keep telling me you good. Every time I ask you anything, you good.
And then what do I do in what situation after?
Did you fall asleep because she
Somebody
explained it
else,
to you?
someone that I look up.
No, shut your ass up, like I'm talking to her.
I look up. She done told the story 7 times.
Oh,
Clearly you didn't hear.
Because I'm trying to see if I'm
What do you
from
want
the
me to
perspective
answer?
You getting
asked
the
me
best-
three
yeah,
questions.
what
getting the
perspective am I?
understanding.
That's what all. Yeah.
Right. You the guy. You down medically. You down. You can't do shit. Prior to your medical condition, you showed interest.
Mm-hmm.
So now, I mean, it ain't like, I mean, what I'm gonna do? I mean, I done came. We done watched movies. It ain't like we can't get physical, so that ain't a part of it. You know what I mean? But every day I call you or I text you and I say, "You good?" And you say,
Yeah,
"I'm good."
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say 30 days later. And in between this, I'm asking you, you want to get out? Because the weather good. You know what I'm saying? You want to get out? Let's go sit on the patio. Let's go. You know what I mean? I ain't asking you to do nothing strenuous because you can't.
Right.
I work in the medical field. I've been in medicine over 30 years. I understand that you can't, but you can get cabin fever. Let's get the fuck outside.
Right.
When time go by, every time I ask you, you want to go outside? I can't.
And then you look up
I
and I'm
can't.
out hanging with somebody else.
No, I don't even look up.
Oh.
I say, well, you ain't been out. Oh, I've been out.
What?
I just ain't want to go with you. I just been, that's what. The
Clearly.
Right.
Clearly.
Soon as you said, oh, I've been out.
Oh.
Trust. Okay, at that point, I understand. And that's when that switch go off. Oh, I cared. Now I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because clearly you had another choice. Oh, my friend came from 10,000 miles away to spend the time with me to make sure my dishes were washed or my drawers was washed or my ass was washed. But I kept asking you.
Make me
good?
feel like you got some kind of animosity towards me if I reached out to you and I asked you, did you need my help? And you kept shunning me and, refusing my help.
Dog.
But then you got somebody else that's like, okay, well, damn, maybe I'm not the friend that I thought I was. To you.
Clearly.
Right.
But I'm like, if you keep telling me you good, I'm going to assume what?
You're
You're
good.
good.
But you know what? See now, and the crazy part about like the narcissistic side of that is the person who's now telling everybody else, "Oh, she ain't never around for me." You know what I mean? Every time she ain't no real friend because she ain't never there for me. You know what I
She
mean?
never makes time
Yeah.
for you. Yeah.
Like it's almost like, damn, what do you want me after? It's like, am I a mind reader? If I ask you, do you need something? You tell me no. What am I supposed to do? Come over there anyway and insert
Magically.
myself?
I'm not that. Let me explain to the watchers, the viewers, the listeners, and whoever else the fuck. I'm not that girl. I don't be showing up at shit. I don't. I'm the girl. If we supposed to go, I
I'm
might
not
be
gonna show. If I'm
throwing
not
the party,
invited,
and I know you coming. I might not even come
Right.
because I don't want to run into you.
Right.
I don't want you to feel awkward. I don't give a fuck about how I can feel. I know how to control my feelings. But I don't know how you gonna feel, because if I show up on
And I
your
can't
ass,
tell you
I'm
how to
showing
feel.
up in a different light. Either I'm showing up with another nigga, or I'm showing up so fine you can't resist but look at me while you with that person.
Ding, ding, ding. That part.
So rather than make you and them feel uncomfortable, I don't show up. And I won't show up to my own shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna get paid.
Hello.
But I'm a simple girl. I don't have time for the rhetoric. I don't have time for the bullshit. It's like I'm too old for that. Somebody recently asked me, well, you so fine. First of all, fine? Who uses it?
you too fine to be single.
You
How long
too
you heard
fine to be
that? How many
single.
times you heard that?
Who? What is too fine to be single? I'm single.
What do being fine have to do with being single?
Because
Right.
Like
people
somebody
assume,
wants you. You should have somebody because everybody wants you.
Yeah,
So what's wrong with you because you haven't allowed somebody to have you? Huh?
because I'm picky. I'm at this age. Oh
Man,
my god!
You gotta be.
Yeah.
I'm so picky. It kind of bothers me a little
Because the
bit.
older you get, the more
Yeah.
the more you
Like,
know
damn.
yourself,
Am I
the
too-
more you know what you want.
Yeah.
And the less
Yeah.
you settle, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
we just had the conversation about settling, right? I end up losing myself because in the long run, now this thing that I settle for ends up being the thing that you say, oh well, you dealt with this, all of this time. What's the problem now? And it's like, yeah, it's not. I didn't deal with it.
I really
refuse
need to.
settle
I
because
really
know-
need to have somebody that just can endure being with me, and I can endure being with. Like, how long do we continue on where you don't irritate me? Because normally I get to a point where somebody that irritated the fuck out of me, and
But
that's the
what it
reason why
is.
I'm single.
And the thing-
Because we get like,
That's the
I
reason why a
can't
lot
do
of
this
us are
again
single.
with you.
The reason why a lot of us are
another
single
day.
is because we put too much focus on the things that we like in a person, the things that we're attracted to, and we give the yellow flags and the red flags a pass, right? Because we so attached to them. It's like, oh well, I'm gonna sacrifice, I'm gonna compromise. But it's like, how long can I deal with the shit that I don't like about you? However long that is, that's how long the relationship gonna last. I can like everything about it, but that one thing that you don't like, once I get tired of it, would you say, Lake?
I can't do it.
I can't do it no more.
I told a friend today that I like this guy a lot, but he doesn't eat shellfish. And she like, oh my God, shellfish? And I'm like, I eat
wait,
shellfish.
Hold on.
No, listen.
You mean literal shellfish, or was you referring to the pussy?
No, I'm saying like
I hope she
crab
don't call her
legs
pussy a
and
shellfish.
shrimp and stuff
I
because
really-
he's allergic.
I really like this guy. I'm just trying to get an
No,
understanding.
I-
I really like this guy, but he doesn't like shellfish.
That's
And you love it.
and
You love
he
it.
and he doesn't drink alcohol or smoke weed.
Okay.
But
Okay.
really, the shellfish.
So he
I
like
can
Lake,
eat.
period.
I can eat shellfish every day.
Me too.
Okay.
I can't go on. I mean, unfortunately, that would be a big part of who I am. I come from, my people come from Louisiana where we eat crawfish out the barrel. You know what I mean? Like
River
it-
roaches. Hate them.
almost what?
Hate them things.
I fight friends too. Like, so I come from a place where we eat shrimp and crawfish out the barrel. All the roaches of the sea.
All of them.
We are roach eating from the sea fucking family. And he can't be a part of my family. So therefore, I mean, like, it's petty. It ain't petty to me.
Right.
Because I look at the long run.
Right.
You know, if you go in my freezer right now, so even when we go on a date, he has to plan to be around me. And I have to think about what I eat for the whole day because I could kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's allergic.
It's allergic.
Just allergic. Like
Yeah.
he can't be in the vicinity of
Right.
shellfish.
Right.
Oh,
But then, like,
he ain't the one.
he ain't the one.
Cause why would God put you with somebody, something you love? They can't even be around.
They can't even be a.
He's
Not
allergic
that,
to you.
Not that they don't even like
He's
it.
allergic to you.
They don't need. They can't. They can't. No, not the guy we say.
So I mean, and that's the thing. Like in the reality, when people are meant to be paired up, you have to think about your interests and what you can and cannot do, and what your partner or your potential partner can and will not do. Like you said,
Trust me. I'm a house head. I love house music. House music is, if you're on that frequency, as myself and one of my friends talked about today, if you're on that frequency, because house music does vibe at a different frequency. If you're on that frequency, it's spiritual to you.
Yes.
And that's why if you watch a crowd of people dance in the house, a lot of them got their hands up like they worshiping
Yeah.
because it becomes spiritual. And I was married to a man who said to me, I don't even like house music.
Don't make that look.
I was like,
So how in the hell was that your person?
oh,
How did that end up?
oh.
something that's
You
in
didn't
you
find
from
that
birth.
out until
um,
y'all were together for a while, or
He probably said that after he whipped out that
Lemonade.
little dick.
He did what?
I was like, yeah. I got a little
No.
dick and I don't like house music. Like,
No,
I
that-
want a divorce.
That was a different husband. But it made me feel a way. Like
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
You don't like me.
It was you don't like me.
Yeah. If
Because
you don't-
I love
if
this.
you don't feel this, then you don't feel
You know,
me.
and it's not a bad thing. Like if I'm like, nah, you gotta accept me because I'm a hearing aid.
What the fuck? Hand me a lighter.
The fuck? You gotta accept me. No, not on some bad shit. You ain't gotta accept that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But house music is positive. It's a positive vibe. All the music is positive. You know what I'm saying? It's either sexual or it's positive.
Or positive.
You know. So I had to look back and say, well, damn, if I do decide to settle with someone, they have to have at least an appreciation.
Right.
You don't have to love it
Or
as
tolerance.
much as I.
A tolerance.
You gotta have a serious tolerance with me though.
Mm-hmm.
So at least an appreciation.
Okay. Okay.
For house music, because you're gonna hear it. It's the only way your house is gonna be clean. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like it or love it, they've been weeded out. Just on the musical aspect, I listen to all music, but I love my first love is house music.
House music. Yeah.
It really is. Now I'm gonna be with somebody who don't like house music. You don't even like it. It's too repetitive for me. It's just hey, let me tell y'all something. You have never seen fellas, and the fellas that's chiming in, come on here when you come on here and just put a thumbs up if I'm right. You have never seen more ass shaking.
Yep.
Fuck a twerk contest. You have never seen more ass shaking than a woman dancing to house music.
It don't stop shaking.
No.
I mean that. And God forbid it's some Afro house. Yeah. Now her roots is showing. And I don't mean her hair.
Well, them showing too, but
Yeah. It is
She
an,
ain't
it's,
care.
it's
She don't
an
care.
amazing music to dance to. It's an amazing sound to dance to. And if you ever get the chance to, do it. Damn. What you got to lose? I lost like 10 pounds dancing to it. Though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
I love
about.
it. I love it. I really do. So, with that being said, what had happened here is he a. Just do it for me and don't ask because he doesn't want to feel like a burden. Maybe. I'm lost. Oh. Maybe I should have read the one before that.
It's
Maybe
all
he's
good.
depressed.
Or don't want to be around due to his.
oh, when you was asking the question about, okay, I'm disabled, you asking me, do I need help? And I'm like, no, they got somebody else to do it. She's saying, okay, maybe he's depressed or don't want to be around due to his condition, maybe.
Right.
But I understand you're saying it's saying it for someone else.
Right. And he
isn't
doesn't
it?
want to feel like a burden.
Yeah, maybe you don't
A
want to be
burden on
to
you. I mean, we talked about that. Like certain people, you don't want to be a burden to. It don't matter how much you feel like you're offering. You can't change the way a person looks at it. You know, you may be in all intentions. It's a conversation that's ongoing. You just said you was gonna smack the shit out of me because I could have called you because I say certain things, but you can't make me pick up the phone and bother you, no matter how much you say that you're there for me.
He may,
You know,
he may be embarrassed.
But like, if I call you, or
No, we talk
if I
about him.
reach out to
We
you-
ain't talking about me. We talk about
But
Erica.
yourself
But
in it.
he's talking about if he's embarrassed.
You see how she just dove out that shit real fast?
Why do you get a whole nother person?
Right. Why did you allow a whole nother person to
Because
come
I'm
and
not,
do
because
the
I'm
things
not,
I keep asking?
I'm not embarrassed in front of them. I'm not ashamed.
Exactly.
I'm not ashamed. Like I have.
Guess what I realized?
Yeah, you know.
That's your choice.
Yeah.
Moving on. My name is Kim. Keep it moving. Please don't forget that, y'all.
Oops.
I have no. She
Her name
tan
is
up
Lake.
shit.
Long ass feet.
That is not a thing, but it is. I'm a size
Yeah, I
10.
have learned. I have suffered so much loss in my life that loss is part of my life now,
Right.
and I'm okay with it because what I do know now is that with loss there comes gain. Sometimes, I mean, if I don't take the trash out, how am I gonna put more trash in there?
Yeah.
If it's full, it's time to dump it out. So let's dump out this trash, so that when next set of trash come, I got somewhere to put it. But the good shit, I'm still holding on to.
Well, like my auntie says, your good is never lost.
Never.
Never lost.
It can be, but for the most part, no. The good carries on.
That's right.
It does. It carries on. And that's why I try to do good, but some of y'all deserve to get the shit slapped out of y'all. By me. I'm not lying. But I love y'all. I do. And for those of you who are watching the show, we're asking that you help keep us on the air.
Most definitely.
You know, if you like this show, you thumbs up and then shit. You showing up. Come on. What? The
How about
minimum is like $10 a month.
If we start doing pay-per-view stream, do y'all feel like 7 Mile Radio is worth a $10 monthly subscription to help stay us?
I would
Right?
do it.
See what I'm saying? How about that, listeners?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
if you
some
want to
really
help
good
keep
shows.
this thing on the road, donate to whatever show that you want to help keep on the air
Keep
by
on the air.
subscribing into a $10 monthly pledge, right? Just like
I
PBS.
greatly appreciate it.
So they can go to 7mileradio.com/the Shenanigans Show. The link is actually in the caption of this video as well. And Lake or Kim will post a thing in the comments momentarily after the show. But you can inbox me if you want the info. You can inbox Lake, Kim, whoever you want to. And we'll send you the link to where you can actually help us keep the show on the air. Right, Kim?
Absolutely.
Hey, you know what I would like for our listeners or viewers to do? Inbox us
We're going to start doing
some,
giveaways. Just amount
inbox
of ads.
us like topics,
Questions. Anonymous situations that you want us
Questions.
to talk about.
anonymous situations. Nobody's name will ever be used, even though we like to drop names. But we like to drop names about people who done fucked over us. How about that?
Personally.
Personally.
And yes, everybody that donates to the show, right, we're going to start doing giveaways. You see this pretty game show wheel behind me, right? With all
Wait a minute. I need a Vanna White
She wanted
moment.
to spin it. She
Hold on.
wanted to spin
Hold
the
on.
wheel. So here comes Kim White. Kimberly White.
Kim with the
Kim
booty.
Black. Kim Black.
Kim Brown.
Kim Brown butt. Kim Brown booty is behind me now. Let me see.
Booty Brown.
Booty Brown is on the wait. Let me move the mic. They got to see. Now go ahead and spin the wheel, Kim.
Booty
Make sure-
Brown.
Ain't nothing over
Booty
there. No,
Brown.
no, oh, no, go ahead.
Booty Brown.
Get that string off of there. So
Booty Brown. Booty Brown.
Okay, ready?
What was that
there
song?
it is.
And
And you
They won
win
a mouse pad. Look like they won
a
a mouse,
mouse
pad.
pad.
See, so you could have just won.
it's in here.
Yeah, that's the mouse pad.
pad.
That's the mouse pad.
Who it go to?
Ain't nobody donate, so we ain't. We gotta pull. We gotta pull a name out of that. See, she want the mouse
well.
pad now. No, see, it don't
Oh,
win.
well.
It don't just magically
We
produce.
gonna spin the wheel next week, and if somebody donate, if you in there, you get the chance to win the shit that's on the wheel. How about that?
What she said.
You can't win if you don't play. Huh?
People love playing.
That's what they tell us about the lottery. You can't win if you don't play. You're taking millions.
Right.
And ain't the lottery money supposed to be for the schools?
Yeah, but what schools?
What the schools that are up north. And,
Oh.
and the private schools. That's where that's.
Because I went to 2 schools that's
And
gone.
they ain't got no lottery money.
I went to 2 schools that's gone. I went to McKenzie and I graduated from Mumford. They gone.
Mumford ain't gone.
It's gone.
Mumford, my little
It's
cousin.
gone.
Why?
Who you
'Cause
know
it's-
go to Mumford?
my nephew.
Yeah, Mumford
The,
is
the,
not
new,
close.
the new, he in the blue building?
I mean, I don't know. It's still Mumford is in the
Is
same.
he in the blue building?
That building was an eyesore.
Is he in the blue building?
It's still Mumford.
You're not understanding. For those of you who know what I'm talking about,
We just played
is he in the blue building?
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
I ain't no
Anyway,
Mumford Mustang.
They
I
got,
went
the,
to
they got
two
a new
schools
building
that is no
apparently.
longer around.
And the original
No,
building.
I
from
went to
Mumford.
a high school that's no longer around. Mumford
Where'd you
is
go?
here. I went to Benedictine. Mumford is still here. Like, I graduated with their principal.
You don't get what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're saying. Like, the blue prison is no longer a prison anymore. And we don't have to look at that ugly ass, painted ass school
Hey,
anymore.
damn! Did I talk about?
I mean, that's what I'm just saying. That shit ugly as fuck.
Did I talk
Like
about
this-
the school that should have been an all boys school? Benedictine. What?
Bend to the dick. To
That
the
sound like
chin.
an ointment that nigga should put on his dick.
Booty. That's like a hemorrhoid.
Put it on
oil.
your
Hemorrhoid
Benedictine.
Cream. Benedictine H. Rub it on your ass.
I wish somebody would rub my booty.
Really?
But we gonna put that on the board. Like,
Put it
you.
on your vision board. Put it on your vision board.
I visualize my booty being rubbed.
Listen, glue massages are life. Oh my God. You don't understand. For male or female, ask your mate to give you a glute massage. Now, 99% of the time, if it's done by your mate and it is done correctly, there shall be an erection.
You get erections?
I said if it's done by your mate.
I'm sitting up there because, like,
That he gon' listen.
I don't know, because my booty ain't your booty. You know what I mean? He be sliding all across to my back. He don't know if he giving me a back rub or a booty rub. It's not the same. I seen myself
So
walking
that's just
away.
your neck going all the way
Right,
down.
like I caught a glimpse of myself from the back, and I'm like, I'm just all back and crack. I'm just back and crack.
You got family guy
Like
booty.
my ass start low. Like my ass
Do your
crack
ass start low? Do it wobble to the floor?
It start low, and no, it doesn't wobble to the floor because my knees are bad. It wobbles.
Your
It don't
ass
wobble.
start low.
Don't wobble.
It don't wobble. Shit.
No.
So
Your booty don't
So-
wobble wobble.
so
it
in-
fold.
you gotta really, really like me to give me a booty rub and get an erection. That's how I know we've meant to be. Because if you love me, you're going to deal with not having a woman with an ass for the rest of your life. And I have to ask motherfuckers, like, are you an ass guy? Like, don't be an ass guy and be after me because you're going to cheat.
And
I
have
can't
titties. He
I'm a
has to
titty
be
guy.
a
He gotta
titty.
be a titty guy, a
Yeah.
tongue guy.
Yeah.
You know, I got a lot of tongue, lips, eyes.
You eat
Do I?
She has a list, y'all. She has a list.
No, I'm laughing because I'm about to feel my.
Are we still on air?
Yes, I'm laughing because when I said that, like, bitch.
I cannot.
She always stick that big anaconda of a tongue out, and so I just had to finally ask. We've been on this bitch over a year.
And that was the
Bitch,
one
do
question
you
I've been
eat-
dreading
I
to
know.
coming up.
Do you have you ate ass?
Ain't
That
we,
tongue
and
was
we-
made for ass.
next week on the Shenanigans
No,
show,
Oh no,
motherfucker.
hell no.
like
Yeah.
we thank you guys for
I done paid for
tuning in.
extra time. I done paid for extra time. Let's
It's
go.
almost time to go already. I mean.
Mark said it was time to go.
Well,
Hey.
I mean, it's up to.
Answer that question.
Have I mean, I'm gonna assume by my reaction that we all know the answer.
Oh, now we all mind readers. I like peanut butter.
Her name is Lake, and the L.A. is for lick ass. That's what it is.
Oh,
The universe
You know
is
what?
telling
Okay.
us-
Okay, since I knew this question would
Lick
come
ass
up.
and kiss everything. That's Lake.
Lick ass.
And-
Lick ass, kiss everything. Lake of Fire.
okay, so listen.
I'm gonna put abbreviation now. Your name is.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I have licked a man's ass before, and they enjoyed it.
You love it. Was this someone you were?
It was definitely somebody I was extremely close
Yep.
to,
Yeah.
and up until this moment, it was between him and I.
But he ain't dropped his name.
Well,
so it don't
No, I ain't dropped
When
it.
The whole world knows.
And
what
you know what? I
mean,
mean, but in all actuality, if anybody know me, you guys know how I feel about sexual intimacy, and I do believe that people should act out all things that they are into if the two of them are in the room together, and that goes
Sexologist.
right, and that's why we should know what we like and what we don't like.
That's right.
And if we're going to go further, I didn't mind. You know, we prepared for him to have a clean ass. You know, I knew what I was getting my face into. And it was with a couple of drinks and everything. It was quite enjoyable for me.
Whatever makes you
know,
happy.
If you start licking on that grundle, and that grundle goes right down to the
but
ass.
Lick ass and
I
kiss
understand.
everything.
It's gotta
Fuck
be,
you.
It's gotta be.
Shit, hand me a lighter,
It's gotta be.
Mom, please.
It's gotta be that level of intimacy.
Right.
It's got to be that.
Yeah.
Because you just out here. No.
And if somebody's just out here like bending me over and licking my ass, I have to like question.
Yeah, I gotta question that. What the fuck, sir?
Like, we've been on a date for 8 hours, and this is what you gonna do?
No,
Dirty
I get,
booty.
Look, I get the text messages, not the text, but the inboxes and the little DM thingies, and I lick your ass. That's where you fucked up right there.
Did I
I'm
send that?
not. No, I'm talking
Okay.
about for me.
No,
Like,
I
why
was
would
like,
you
did
start
I-
off with that shit?
Did I send that to you? Or did
Well,
I
we got
just
Lake
fake it?
and Drake.
Like, I'll just fuck it.
Why would you start off with that?
You know,
Is
Drake
what
is
I'm
do
saying.
right and kill everything. That's where I just came up with that from. And then Lake is lick ass and kiss everything.
And kiss it.
Let's not do the lick ass part. Because, I mean, unless that's going to give me a date. Y'all
I mean,
know
are
I'm
you
not-
Listen,
lick ass
we
on the
gonna
date?
do a whole dating
Oh,
show. We gonna get Lake some dick, something.
And
I
some
don't
Give me a
ass.
light. Okay, on that
Listen.
note, big sis.
Look, thank y'all so much for tuning in to us with the Shenanigans Show. We will maybe not, I don't know, be here next week because I got a couple of gigs that's, blowing in the wind. Unless my co-host would like to do the show. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all for following us. Please become monthly supporters so that we can stay on the show. Because this nigga here charged 2 arms, a leg, and a kneecap. Okay? No, I'm just playing.
And he don't like his ass licked.
He
Trust me, I
don't
tried to play
like
with
his
it.
ass licked. So if I was in the ass licking, we'd be fucked.
We would be fine. If he was in the ass licking, we would be fine. We wouldn't have no problems. But he don't like that shit.
Okay, we gonna turn the show off now.
Okay.
Cause she talking about somebody licking my ass.
Not Joe Booty.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.